are live. Quickly, guys, give me a Y in the chat box if you can see us and if you can hear us. Give us a Y in the chat box.
Hey everyone, so good to see you all.
Superb, guys. A very warm welcome to this last workshop of 2023. My God. Now, I have been launching a poll which where I want to know how your year was. Quickly, guys. I can see only 70 of you have filled it and we are 102 here. Quickly, guys, go and fill this poll and let me know about how your year was. So there are 3 questions there. What is 2023 in one line? What are some goals? Go and fill it. For those who have already filled this form, I want to see your cameras on and that you have a glass of water and bottle ready.
All of you turn on your cameras,
Turn
guys,
on your
turn on your
cameras.
cameras. There is a reason we are telling you this. Because when you have your cameras turned on, you know that you are being watched. And I mean, I'm sure that we are all smart people here, right? Anyone here who will say they're not smart? If you are smart, you would want to make the most of the time that you're spending here, right?
And trust me, everyone here is looking at us.
Yes.
Nobody is looking at you. So you can be in your
Exactly.
nightie, you can be in your Saturday comfortable clothes. It's completely fine.
Yeah, you're in a non-judgmental space.
Just okay. So superb cameras on. Nikita, Salija, Ashish, Abhishekta, Abhijit, Anish.
Satish,
We are all waiting for you. Quickly.
Devi, Ratika, so many of you yet to turn on your cameras. Vidisha, Harshita, Ramya,
I am seeing a lot of new faces as well as a lot of old faces. A very warm welcome to all of you.
And it's so good to see you, Sharanya, join our workshop. Thank you so much for dropping in.
So, by the way, the very first announcement I want to make is this workshop. I'm sure many of you came here with the free workshop, right? So I have to make a very sad announcement, but this workshop is not free. In fact, you all have paid me a very much more valuable currency than money. What is that currency that you have already paid me with? And I want you to understand this. This is not a free workshop. Do not treat it like that. Ki chalega, I'll take it sitting on my washroom pot. I'll do it because you are giving me a very valuable currency. What is it? Faith and belief. Yes, just like Dr. Preeti, we have full faith in you and how you've taken care of his health. Time.
Right.
Yes. So you are all very well aware that this is not just about paying 99, 199, 49 rupees webinars. I'm sure you go to a lot of webinars like this, right? Yes. I am a serial learner. I go to a lot of webinars from sari draping. Today from morning, I have also attended 2 webinars, one by Saranna herself who's come here. So, but you are investing a very big currency to us. By saying yes to this webinar, you have also said no to many things. That no could be, I would have anyways napped only, so I'm just doing something. Or it could be, I would have spent money out somewhere and just had to distract myself.
Hey, you said no to a movie. You would have otherwise seen a movie, but instead you decided to come work on yourself.
Yes. Or maybe you would have chosen just a Saturday siesta, AC full blast, or it's in winters in north, you would have done. So you have made a decision. Please value this time. It's not a free workshop.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
Beautiful, ST.
We are going to make sure it's going to be worth it for you.
And that's a very big responsibility on me that I have to ensure that these 2 hours for you is very well done. So let's start with, I will tell you who we are, of course, but let us start with the agenda. We are going to talk about 5 secret habits, the biggest takeaway from 2023. And trust me, these are not just takeaways that me and Niranjan have done. By this point of time, you are thinking, who is this crazy lady with butterflies? Who is this guy out there, muscular guy out there? But
not muscular.
This story is been, these habits have been tested and experimented on hundreds of people. Some of them you are seeing here only. We have Guha here, we have Janvi here, we have Dr. Preeti here. So based on all of this we have based this workshop on. Today, you are going to do a deep dive into conscious living. Okay. So I also want to see this quickly. You all have notebooks here. A notebook and a pen.
Yes.
Quickly. So now in this notebook, I don't want you to write everything that I'm saying on these slides, because trust me, the slides are already available to you. We will be sharing the drive link with you. This entire PPT you will get.
In fact, are you all part of the WhatsApp group? So if you go check the description, you will already see that the notes and everything is there. See, in school, we've been trained to just take notes as a teacher writes. Here is what you should not be doing.
Yes.
When you take notes, shall I give you one hack that's immediately going to change your life right away? Yes. You want that? Ready? So as you take notes, I don't want you to just write what we say. I want you to write what is striking to you. So as we tell, we want you to take your book, keep two papers side by side, and then in one page, write wow moments.
And I'll explain it to you. Can you drop the WhatsApp group link till
Sure.
then so
I'll
that
drop
we can
the
share
WhatsApp.
it? Do not write while I am speaking. Okay, the rule of this is do not write while I or Niranjan are speaking. Listen, absorb. After that, we'll give you time. Then you write down what all have you absorbed from this. Because what is given in content, you will receive it. What you understand from the brain, you'll write. So please do not write when we are speaking. Listen. Active listening. It's a myth that people can multitask, and all multitasking is a myth. Human brain is meant to give 100% of yourself to one committed task. So listen, then you'll have time to write. Are we on par with this? Yes? On par with this. Arpita, it's 2 hours, it's after lunch. People have had biryani, people have had it. To keep their interest on, to keep them activated, I have to do this. And besides, it makes me happy. I feel like, and we'll be talking more about this in this. When I come dressed up, when I come with this, no, I know I'm going to give my 100%. And that's what I want you all to get into this. So yes, let's go. So no writing up there till now, just listen. This is me and Niranjan.
So guys, I have shared the link in the chat, the link to WhatsApp group in the chat. So if you're not part of it yet, please do join. We'll be sharing a lot of info there.
Yeah, these slides and all also, and your bonuses will be shared there. So me and this is Sanchari and this is Niranjan. We are two people who fell in love because of art, and then we decided to give it to the entire world. And then we realized on the course where there's just so much we can, help people with. And that became our mission. So with that, that is what you need to know about us. We are just people who are already in love with you. We are people who are so committed that we want your 2023, the rest of it, to be such that when you land into 2024, you're already prepared.
Yes.
Right? So we are all in this together. Give me a thumbs up if you are in this together. Okay, so let's go. So like I said, please do not write while I'm speaking, only when we are not.
Correct.
So like Niranjan said, 2 sheets.
On one, you need to write wow moments. That is, as you're listening to us, there are going to be certain things that's going to strike to you. Perhaps you might be joining this webinar for the second, third time. So how many of you here coming for the second or third time? Comment in 2, 3. You will still listen to new things. And then I want you to write that. And then as we tell something, let's say we talk about energy, and you're going to realize that, okay, in order to raise my energy, I can immediately implement this. You're going to write things that you are going to do. So by the end of the workshop, you have a clear list of things you're going to apply in your life right now, so you can change your life.
Because I know for 100%, nobody's going to open the notebook after this workshop.
Yes.
Nobody's, all of this, you need to do it right now,
Right now.
implement it right here, okay?
Correct.
With that, please have a sip of water. Let's start. So maybe in your things to do can be drink more water.
So
I'm going to make you all drink a lot of water today. Hydration is one of our keys, okay? So cameras on, guys. Water bottles are there. Notebook, pen, phones on silent. So we are going to go into a very deep bubble of focus today. And that is why I want you to get into this whole stage of this, okay? By the way, just 1 second. Yeah. What is this? We can go talk later, right?
we can start.
Okay. So you might have gone into a lot of workshops and you know the typical pattern of workshops. You attend a workshop and in the end, they'll give you a trailer and tell you if you want to join another program, you have to pay. Yes? How many of you have joined workshops like this? And somehow we will also ask you to pay for something, right? But here's the twist. Instead of waiting for the end, I'm going to tell you right now what we are going to offer you in the end. Throughout this workshop, you decide whether you want to join it or not. Is that a fair deal?
Does
So
it
you
sound
know
good?
I am not wasting anyone's of your time. I told you time is your currency. You know exactly what you're in for. If you don't like this, you can leave, right? So I don't agreed.
Great. Let's
So let's start with what is the best New Year gift you can give yourself. New Year is just round the corner. Many of you have felt, I am reading your answers. Let me just stop the poll. I'm reading your answers about how your New Year went, how all of it went. One thing, all of you cumulatively could agree that I could have done better. Yes? All of you wish that you could have done your year a little better if there was little planning. I was almost there. I was almost in it. In fact, let me share the results with you. Okay, you can see the answers. So the year has been incredible for some of you. I read your goals. I read this. But one small thing, if there was just one small thing that give you an edge, that is all what this Elevate program is about.
Exactly. You see, a lot of times what prevents us, what stops us from taking any action in life, it is essentially a lack of clarity. Let's say you had to walk through a forest, a jungle, and then you did not know the path. It is completely dark. Will you be able to move fast? Let alone move fast. Will you want to move? Will you even be able to move forward? And a lot of time that is what happens in life. We say we are in the flow, we live in the flow, we take things as they come. But imagine you have this immense clarity of whom is it that you want to be, of the habits you want to build, of the skills you want to develop, and more than anything, a complete visual representation of your life from where it's going to shape up from here on.
So
Imagine what that can do for you.
So in 2024, we are going to present to you an entire roadmap of how your year can be. And this is the best gift that you can give to yourself. So the next part, this is part one of this webinar when I teach you what to write in it. And in the next part of the webinar, we will make this together. How many of you want to make a task board like this? It has from my skills to my talents to, there's a secret desire also in it where I can write. It is going to be an entire vision plan to your vision board. We have a very huge vision board right here. You must have seen it in the videos, but none of it will make sense until you have this.
Exactly.
Okay.
So this is everything that you need to move in the next year with clarity.
And what do you have to do with it? 365 days. We are going to help you plan 365 days in one day. So the best New Year gift you can give yourself is this Elevate, which is happening on January 7th. First week of the year, you will sit with us. It's going to be a 9 hours live marathon, and you will be building an entire plan for yourself.
So you can actually be the player, the winner, and the man of the match.
Yes, look at this. Atulya is letting go. Very good. Who all are letting go?
This is the most
Atulya is
epic
letting
moment.
go. By the way, how many of you have already attended Elevate here? Some of you are serial Elevate attenders.
Correct.
So Elevate is a signature event, and I will tell you do you want me to tell you the price of the event right now? Do you want to know the price of the event? I can see a lot of you are excited. Chuveri had attended last time also. Harneet, Namrata, Gurpreet, Resu, all are already in.
Correct. We have so many serial elevator attenders, parts of
Elevator.
elevators,
I elevate, so I'm an elevator.
members of our community, and I mean it's absolutely crazy the response that people share after this.
Right. So do you want to know the price? Yes, you want to know it now. How much is it for Niranjan? So it's not going to be 10,000. It's not going to be 5,000.
It's not going to be 1 lakh, 2 lakhs, or any of that you've heard about. Don't worry, we're not going to tell you the detailed about what it is. We are going to tell you. Stay with us till then, in order to know the exact way on how you can join in. All right.
I told you, right? This is this entire this. You convince yourself whether you would be ready for an adventure like this, because it's not going to be easy. It's morning to evening. You will have to sit with us. You have to dress a certain way. We will ask you to do. You will have to get a material set. But the promise is you give us that one day and your life is sorted.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly the promise. And let's move.
So, a very, very warm welcome to Conscious Living, which is basically the intersection of science and spirituality. So, it's like saying it's a mix of a mandir and a museum. But yes, conscious living is where it comes in. Consciousness is the new cool. Nowadays, since you've heard the word and all these Instagram and Facebook algorithms are like this, you will hear a lot about consciousness. Consciousness is not exactly spirituality. I will be discussing it more, but it is your elevated self. It is the knowing that there is something deep inside you. And today's workshop, the biggest habit is conscious living. Okay. So quickly, guys, for those who have already written it, I want you to write it again in the chat box. What was your New Year resolution? One New Year resolution you had. Maybe it was I'll save more. Maybe it was something small like I will not eat more out more. Or maybe it was huge like I will earn my first 1 lakh. What was it? Quickly. Or do you not remember? Arey, 2023 was years back. I don't remember what happened. Too hungover. See, Saranya forgot. What was it? My lose weight is, by the way, number one in this. Most people like gym subscriptions go like this in it. That's my constant woe. Okay, superb. Actually, according to data, 67% of yours was into health. Your resolutions were on future resolutions are also based on health. Okay, become athletic, free to learn, stock market, healthy daily routine, commitment. Nice, Vibhor, better mental health, healthy body. Most of the New Year resolutions that you make are around 3 categories: health, wealth, and relationships. Okay. Now let us look back. Let us go back 1 year. Let's sit on this time train. Go back 1 year. When you started this resolution, maybe it was self-discipline. Maybe it was to practice Sudarshan Kriya and meditation daily every day. 1st January, you woke up super excited. Today is the day. Today is my year. Today is this. I'm going to do it. 2nd day you did. 3rd day you did. Now it's been so long and you don't remember when you started, what you did, how it went down. I want you to deeply, deeply listen to me right now. Come a little closer. There was an inner voice that stopped you from doing it. Maybe your resolution was to wake up at 5:30 a.m. Something told you, "Arey, soja yaar, nothing, it won't come of use." Yours was to update social media every day. Something told you, "Why are you doing this? You're not even going to be good at it." There was an inner voice. Yes, some conflict, something that was always stopping you, even now stops you. You know that burger is not good for you. You are one heart attack away from eating from this burger, but then you pick up the burger. Strong resistance. It's almost like a force has possessed you. You can't say no to that burger. You can't say no to doom scrolling. The fingers are not moving only, it's stuck to the screen. What is that voice that tells you there? I want you to look deep inside because there is a voice. Otherwise, why are you not able to do these things? So tell me in the chat box, what is that exact voice that is stopping you? What do you say to convince yourself it's okay to sleep 1 extra hour? It's okay to, have junk food. Maybe it is life is short, enjoy, a YOLO. For me, it is, nothing is going to matter. We don't know what the world is going to be tomorrow. Enjoy life. Or maybe it could be a negative self-talk also. Chhodna yaar, what's the point? It's not as if you have got anything in life so far. You've not been able to do this so far. How will you do it now? Abhijit, procrastination is the word. What is the voice you say? Do you say yourself, one of the biggest excuses that people say is, you deserve it, yaar. You have worked so hard since day. You deserve this ice cream. You deserve to pamper yourself because you have worked so hard. Yes? What is that voice? I'll sort out other things first. Yes, this is not a priority for me right now. I can't go to the gym because I have to take care after my children. Not my priority. Not having strong purpose. So Karamjit, what is the voice you say? Maybe it is in your regional language, maybe it is in your own thing that says, Karamjit, tu kyun kar raha hai ye? Why are you even doing this? What is that voice? I want you to write it in that voice. Now, guys, I want you to observe something. Vaise, most of you all the time are saying I'm overthinking. There are voices in my head I can't let go. But now when I'm asking you to put it out there, it's so difficult. If I ask you at any point of time, you tell me, yaar, I have so many thoughts on my mind. Some force is stopping me. What is this force? This force is you. It is your voice only that is going in. We'll start sometime. थोड़ी देर करेंगे यार. हाँ, 5 minutes और. 5 minutes more. I will resolve 5 minutes more doom scrolling, then I'll stop. 5 more minutes of friends. So this inner voice is also you. I have heard a lot of people say my inner voice is saying this. There is a voice inside me that says don't do it. Where is this voice inside coming from? Either some parasite is living in your mind or it is your voice, right? So from now onwards, the very first step of conscious living is realizing there are two voices in your head. One is your inner voice that wants you to do well. Your body, your mind, everyone is working 24 hours, 24/7 to give you the best. It tells you instincts, don't eat sugar. It gives you, don't eat this. But then there is a sinner voice that tells you, khale, bahut maza aayega. Choose that momo, don't eat that salad. Hai na? That is your sinner voice. Right? So anytime you imagine there are two people in your hair, one voice in your head is saying, don't do this. It's good, not good for you. And then it's saying, Amazon sale, yaar, what are you doing? Myntra ka end of season sale you buy. Right? This sinner voice is a lot of dependent on ads and social media. So he gets a lot of drama from there. So now you have to drown this. Is this person ko you do it. And then your problem will be sorted, right? Only one good voice to tell you yes, then all problems sorted. So conscious living is saying goodbye to this voice, annoying voice in your head asking you to do bad, adult, gande things. And this is the boy which is telling you to do your inner child things, telling you to choose meditation over Netflix, telling you to choose health over online shopping. Cool? So we have to choose one, and this journey is to did it. So the very first exercise that I want you to write now is to write an argument against this voice. Whatever it said, like I read all your answers, right? Why do you have to do this? Take rest, leave alone. I want you to write on your paper an argument towards it. What can you say to it? For example, it says 5 minute reels chala leta hu, then I'll go. You say, why? If you start using these 5 minutes will lead to 10 minutes and you will be left behind by 10 minutes in your life. So stop right now. Okay. So whatever that voice says, say it. For example, the voice tells you you're good for nothing. You tell it, you are good for nothing. I am amazing. I have done so much in my life. Who are you to tell me? If it's, I deserve to be pampered, you say pamper yourself with health. Instead of eating a brownie, which you are pampering right now, tomorrow it's going to become fat, have a salad. So on your paper, I want you to write that argument that you're going to say against this voice. I feel positively bipolar as you're saying one voice, two voice coming. And now second voice. Soil flow, second voice.
By the way, guys, keep hydrating, keep drinking water. We'll not be reminding you always, but make sure you are hydrated at all times.
And don't and say it to the tone like you will talk to yourself. If you are don't say it like a polite CBSE letter you are writing for board exam. Say it like you mean it. If it says ki I will 5 minutes later I'll do it, then you say then your goal will also come 5 minutes later.
If you are someone who speaks Telugu, then write in your language. If you're someone who tells in Hindi, you write in Hindi. Maybe, you're telling your inner voice, "Arey, bhaad mein ja," write that. right? So write in that exact voice the way that you tell yourself. Go.
Done? After you've done, comment in D. Vanshika, beautiful. Yes, shut up. No excuse.
Excuse,
Consistency is most important.
Done. Please do all of this, guys. If you're thinking that I will see this later, I will, I will watch the recording later and do. No, you're not going to do it. And if you're someone who thinks, what is the point of all of this?
So, guys, I want you to now reflect. How do you feel? Did you feel there is some awareness into you? Ki, oh my God, yes. There was a voice in my head that keeps telling me to negative and I can ask it to stop. Yes. Do you feel there that I never realized that in my head it was, but it is on paper such a different experience? Can you feel it?
Yes.
You could feel there is actually a presence of a sinner voice. They are right. How many of you felt it? How many of you felt it? For those who have felt it, you are already on the first step of conscious living. Conscious living is nothing fancy. It is nothing बहुत fancy नहीं है. Conscious living is awareness of choices. It is knowing that I am saying yes to the burger and I'm also saying yes to the 300 calories that come with it. If I am saying yes to this project, I'm also saying yes to the tears that come with it.
People associate a lot of things with consciousness, but to be conscious simply means to know, to make a choice and to know that you're making the choice yourself. You're not driven by some external force that is outside of you, but every decision you're making in your life, it is you and you alone who's making it for yourself.
And guys, this consciousness is not to be mistaken with the spiritual consciousness of spirit, of, higher upriding. In fact, this is the consciousness that the top 1% of CEOs have. This is the consciousness that the people who run the world have, okay? That is this consciousness, awareness of decisions, okay? Now, before we move on to the next part of this, just 1 second. Before we move on, I want to tell you a little short story to set up the tone of this workshop. Why and how you need to attend this workshop. Okay, so I'll tell the story. Okay, so once upon a time, Lord Buddha, this is in times of Lord Buddha when he was having these Nalanda, he used to conduct workshops like this to help people get conscious living. So in these workshops, many people used to come far away, far away. One person from very far away came to him, used to come to him every day. He was a very disciple. He was a very blessed disciple. Then one day he comes to Lord Buddha and he says, Lord Buddha, I have been coming so long, but I'm still not getting that enlightenment. I'm not getting it. Other peoples have already got it. Look at them, they are already empowered in 1-2 days. But I am being coming for weeks, months now. Give me my transformation or give me my refund back. Lord Buddha is like, okay, let's see what has happened. So he says, okay, where are you from? He's like, I am from, let's say, if Lord Buddha is in Bihar, he says, I am from Kashmir. He says, oh, that's a very far away place from. How did you come from here? He said, I walked. Lord Buddha is like, do you know the directions? He's like, I know it absolutely clearly. Right. Okay. So if somebody asks you to give directions, will you be able to give? He's like, yes, I know the place so clearly. I've gone so many times. I will give directions. And Lord Buddha said, will you hide back anything? Like, no, why will I hide back anything? I want to share this with all. Then he's like, so according to you, anybody who's heard your directions, they will be able to follow. Like, how is that possible, Lord Buddha? How can they follow? They will have to walk also on the path, not just sitting, they can't come. And Lord Buddha is like, that is exactly precisely my point, my child. I can give you the world's biggest knowledge. I can give you so much of resources. But if you don't take action, if you don't walk on the path, I can't take you there. And that is the tone of this workshop, guys. It is massive action. Please sit for the next few minutes or through this expecting you to take massive action. This is not a one-way discourse where I give a seminar, you come. This is for you to take charge of your life right now. Because one thing I can give you with 100% guarantee about your goals, they are only yours. You might have given yourself a story and said, God is not helping me, luck is not my side, my parents don't support me, I have too much responsibilities. But the truth is, your goals are yours 100%. You don't like your life, you build a new life for yourself. I want you to write this down now. So I'm giving you 2 minutes. I want you to write down your takeaways from here. Write down whatever you grasp from it. What are the steps you are going to take? I want you to write.
And remember, throughout the workshop, you're going to get a lot of key takeaways, lot of action steps with everything that we tell. I want you to be fully present so that you can process it in ways that is applicable to your lives. Right? Don't get attached to what we are saying. Look beyond it. Look into you. That's exactly what we wanted to.
And be very truthful. Your diary or journal is the best friend you can have. There is no reason to write anything to please it. Write very honestly. You have to walk your path.
You have to walk your path. Hard work never pays off. You meant hard work always pays off. Knowledge without action. Yes, Bruce Lee has said this. Knowledge is not power. Knowledge is potential power. Applied knowledge is power.
Absolutely. If you are somebody who's like, I have better ideas than him. How is he a better entrepreneur? I can do this better. Why are they not doing it? Yes, many of you say that if I had done this, I would have taught it 100 times better.
Exactly.
Had I done this, but why didn't you? Right?
Ideas you can
Why
get 2
didn't you?
rupees a dozen. It's the
Action.
all about it. So let's go.
And after this workshop, I'll tell you about some people, real life people who are probably in this workshop who have taken massive action. So it's not like it doesn't work, it does. Okay. So ready? Comment in ready if you are ready to go.
REDY, red E. Come on. Let's go. Ready.
Have a sip of water, then only I'll go.
Let's go. Red E.
Okay.
Yes.
So a little bit about me and Niranjan. I'm not going to get into the very steps of it. As you know about us, you will know our story anyways. We met in a very similar workshop like this. Debolina has a big smile on her face already. So we met because of a Harry Potter art class. He was an artist. I was a student. I came to his class. We started talking. One interesting part of this story is I was going through intense trauma. I was going through a lot of trauma, a lot of upheaval in life. Or I'll tell you the story in a while. You'll hear about it. And that's when I was looking for some art therapy. I saw his page. I came on Instagram. I realized that this power that he had, this power of being able to impact people, needs to be taken to places. And that's where I joined Soulflow. So if you want to find true love, keep attending workshops.
You'll know more about what we do over the time. We went from pure art class to art therapy. We've done 1 year of a Zen gym, mental health gym, and now we are here to help people live their best.
And some of the people here, Guha included, has seen our love story in front of them.
Correct.
She has been a Niranjan student
Correct.
and they're there. So all of this has been because of this beautiful community that we have, and we have grown truly with them. If you have been, either you have been seeing our ads for a long time or you have been a part of us for a long time, you know that it's been a long journey.
And this is all that we've achieved in 1 year. And that gives us the confidence that we can help you do the same. We met our icons, Jay Shetty, Ankur, very cool. We are able to earn over 50 lakhs in revenue. We got mentoring from some of the best people in the world. We even auditioned for Shark Tank. We reached till the final level. Just in the last telecasting level, we didn't cut off.
And wait, 2 offline meets, plus 2, because we have a
Yes.
Mumbai offline event happening also. How many of you are in Mumbai, guys? It's happening 1 week. We are later. We are having a grand Christmas meetup in Mumbai. If you are in Mumbai on 23rd, drop everything and come and meet us.
Yes. How many Mumbai
Jasmine, you are there. Please,
Beautiful,
Jasmine,
beautiful.
we will talk after this event later. Okay.
Yeah.
But we are having 2 offline meets, 1-day event in Mumbai and a 3-day New Year reset in Lonavala. So that also is there, and because the slides were not updated, it's not there. But this is all that we have achieved in our vision board, and we are going to share this abundance with you. So it's up to you. Are you ready? Bangalore, Poo, we have come almost 2 times already.
2 times, yes.
Oh, Raki ji, you are here. Yes, we are waiting for your candles for the event. I just hope your back is okay till then. Okay. So how many of you here desire peak performance? Saranna, I know desires peak performance. How many of you peak performance are there?
Yes.
Gua desires peak performance. How many of you desire peak performance?
You heard the term peak performance? Yes. PP. Yes.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Or hyper growth. For some of you, it might be hyper growth. The word you might be using is hyper growth. It's on LinkedIn, it's on Instagram. The word of the year, the Collins word of the year is AI. This could be the phrase of the year. So how many of you want the 3-step template to finding the ultimate bliss? Comment in yes. Give me a yes.
One
You want
long
the 3-step
yes.
template.
You're looking here for one template that can change
Want
your
this
life.
template.
One 4-step. Yes. Let's go. Yes, yes, yes.
Narinder wants it. Ekta wants
Okay.
it. ST wants it.
First of all, guys, we are deeply, deeply sorry.
Because this is not that
a
kind of a workshop. I am really sorry you are come to the wrong workshop. This is not about a template. We don't have any template.
We really wish that we had a spell that we could cast and, it's like everything's at all right, but.
And this is not a rat race into it. So this is not the kind of workshop which we do it. So let me do a quick experiment with you. A little quick experiment. Let's do. There are 2 paths to reaching your goal, A and B. Which one would you take? A is this
shorter path,
short, and B is like this. Which one would you take?
Yes, comment in A if you are going to take A, if you're taking B. Yes, A is the shortest path, B is longer.
Old students are smart. They know how,
They know
how I think. Unko thoda, they've also got into conscious thinking, no? So they know the answer. But okay. So the very first question is, nobody asked me, but why is B longer?
Yes.
If A take A, if there is a part to A, why is B longer? And that is the question that conscious living says. When you make a decision, we are always thinking about shortest, quickest, fastest. Everybody wants the 3-step template. But what if I told you that if you go through the longer way, you will meet better people. You might, bump across experiences you've never been to. That road might lead you to knowledge that you never thought you'll get. So recently we went to Munnar. Munnar is a hill station near our home. It's only 2-hour drive from here. Quite famous hill station. We went to Munnar, and on the GPS I said the longest, shortest path. And we just drove. On the way, we're like, where is the chocolate factory we love? Where is that views that we wanted to go? We were in cities, we were traveling in, and we were like, what is this route? What is this route? Where is that way that we always loved? Why? Because that is the shortest route. Hey, the other one takes an extra half an hour, but that is where all the experience in the life lies, right? So one thing you can write on your pads right now is don't chase the shortest and easiest path. It might not necessarily be the path that you enjoy. Yes, chase the path that you truly want. Don't run after shortcuts just because everyone here is doing it, right? And that is true for every aspect of your life. Be your relationships, be it your entrepreneurship, be it the easiest way, the best way is not the easiest way. Okay? And by the way, we are not being haunted. It's just that there is power outage in there. But don't worry, the webinar won't stop. We have the backup, but the lights keep going on. And remember in the starting, I said, whenever you say yes to a decision, ask yourself, what did you say no to? If I'm saying yes to boy number 1, what did I miss in boy number 2? Right? If I'm picking up the decision to say, watch Netflix all night today, what did I say no to? I said no to a night of sleep. Okay? If I'm saying yes to buying a new iPhone, I am saying no to having a little less of learning budget that I could have used in my company. So one of the best ways you can make a decision that you will not regret later in life is every time you make a decision for something, see what are you betting it against.
what are you sacrificing so that you can make it? You decide to stay up late one night, probably you're saying no to the workout the next day.
Yeah. You're saying yes to a pastry. You're not saying yes to a pastry. You are saying no to better health.
Yes.
Okay. And by the way, I had a 16-page pros and cons of choosing you in this. It was a proper document. I
Because
think I
I
still
thought
have
it
it
was
there.
sent by your dad.
I think I still have it.
Your
what
dad
it is.
sent the mail with
So we
the.
are same genes, na? That is why we have same patterns of evaluating. My dad made an Excel sheet of qualities of why Niranjan would work or not. I made a long essay document. I think it's still there. So now the big question is what after the peak or when we chase peak performance, what happens? We'll go to the peak and then kya wahi rahenge. Have you ever seen a mountain is just a solitude point with one man standing with a flag? Is that where you want to go? Is that your vision of success? On a lonely pyre, standing there, kab tak view dekhoge? How long will you see the scenery? Soon you will need to pee, soon you will need to go out, right? So this peak performance ka growth, so please stop getting into this. I want to reach some peak.
Success is lonely road. You will have a view. It's all this, there's all this.
You will have to say no to your family.
All this beautiful literature. That's a beautiful words, but complete trash.
It might be meaningful for you, but if you are the kind of person like us who find this 6-figure, 7-figure race a little there, then it's there. And the second biggest question is, pehle to who decides the peak? When you are talking about peak performance, when you are talking about goals, who decides the peak? Many times, many of you have said to yourself once, I have failed in my life. Or somebody must have made you feel like that.
Correct.
I want you to ask, what race was you running? If today somebody makes me feel bad that I have not been able to get a corporate job, that even after coming from IIM Shillong, even after graduating, after 12 years of experience, I still don't have a corporate job, I would feel very bad about myself. Yes, I have wasted so much of my life and I can't get a normal job. But that is not the race I'm running. The race I'm running is to help people, impact people's lives, is to teach them things that could help their life. And I think I'm doing a pretty good job at it, yes? So I'm a winner in my race. So always ask yourself, कि किस race में भागने की बात हो रही है?
Correct.
Some people feel I've not got married.
You're married.
Some people, it was me, by the way. A long time I was thinking I'm 27, I'm not getting married. All my friends are getting married. Then I realized I'm not in this marriage race.
I'm a college dropout, and if you were to look at that lens, I'm a complete failure. College dropout, 5 years in architecture. But hey, guess what? Now I'm going back to my college as a guest lecturer to teach entrepreneurship there. Take that. So,
And tell that flex also now in college.
okay. So when I went back to college, I also noticed that there were a couple of my batchmates who came there to write their supply exams, the back papers as well. So that was a good.
But yet, if he sees, if by the general perception of colony
College.
or them, they think he's a loser because he
Yeah.
hasn't got a college degree. But that's not the race we are.
Exactly.
So a very important thing, and this is something you can write on your sheets again, don't borrow someone's dream. That 3 template step to it could be someone else's dream. That someone is not you. Your dreams are individual. Your dreams are yours. Don't borrow these dreams of I have to have a 6-figure entrepreneur. I'll tell you a biggest example. I am a vision board specialist and I've helped make hundreds of vision boards. Sabke vision board mein there is that same white hut with a white looking family.
There is
with
a
one
luxury
dog,
car,
luxurious garden.
a large swimming pool. How is it that so thousands of people, everyone's vision is the same? Like
One big car, black car, one same car. And how can
there has to be a golden watch also.
One golden watch, one expensive looking dog, one expensive looking kitchen, lot of plants.
I know, right? I mean, have you ever thought to consider what would be your beautiful life? What is it? What is really your beautiful life? I just want you to reflect upon this for a moment.
I want to be rich, but what is your rich life?
richness.
What does richness mean to you? Because me and Niranjan don't even have a TV after 1 year of marriage. We don't even have proper, complete set of furniture. But we have invested lakhs and lakhs over knowledge and we feel we are the richest people.
Yeah.
But that is a rich life.
Exactly. We invest into our health.
If today I want to go to Dubai to attend a Mind Valley A Fest for which is 10 lakhs, I will go.
Exactly.
Being able to, so this Lonavala event that we are doing in Mumbai is going to cost us lakhs. That is a rich life that we are able to provide and experience to our students. What is your rich life? So please do not go for दूसरों के definitions, what you have heard and borrowed, that you need to have a child at 40, you need to do this at 30, you need to do it.
It's like
There
a
is no-
conveyor belt, one going after another. That's not.
And very nice question, Kirtika, how to identify arts versus social influence. Very difficult. And that is why we have the event Elevate on January, where we literally strip you of this layer, these layers of others' opinions that you've gotten, and you deep down and discover your true core values. Who were you before people told you do this, do that? That's a very good question.
You're going to
Beautiful,
really know, you're going to really have the answer of who am I and what do I really want, which is like the biggest superpower you can have so that you can do the right things in life.
Okay. So are you ready to brave it out and explore this? And this is
Ready?
not, you can understand from the tone of the workshop. I might look like a cartoon and I'm making it funny, but it's very serious. Very serious. Please believe me, guys. It's
सब
very
बेइज्जती कर रहा
serious.
है.
Please, guys, believe me, it's very serious. I
Yeah.
just like I said, I just believe that the path to productivity does not have to be all serious and wear this. It has to have a sense of humor because that's me. And like the t-shirt says, your opinion does not pay my bills. So I will be this.
So let's explore deeper into conscious living and the 5 golden habits you can implement for 2024.
So conscious living is the superpower of choice. तो ये बड़े बड़े terms and big terms नहीं है कि elevated soul, consciousness. It is choice that you know exactly why you are making a choice. If you are getting angry in the evening because your husband did not do something or did something, you are doing it out of choice. You are not just spontaneously busting into flames and getting angry, making a choice. Cool? One second. So consciousness is a lifestyle. You have heard of it, and why you have not heard much of conscious living, even though most of the people in the world are practicing, it's because they write it in fancy words like this, that you read 4 times and you still can't understand. I will simplify these consciousness into better lines.
And guys, please don't worry about taking these notes as it is because it's already being shared. In the WhatsApp group, you see it's already put up there. Okay? So don't worry.
Consciousness, remember, ignorance is bliss. There was this time when ignorance is bliss. Now the new cool is consciousness. It is awareness. Because guys, so much is happening. As a you are every day seeing so many ads. You saw our ads. Your mind. The richest and the most influential people in the world are trying to make you buy things. Understand that. That is the way it works. It's trying to change your lifestyle habits. It's trying to put into your need. 3 days back, you never realized that you need to take up journaling. Suddenly, now you're realizing, okay, this is also there. 3 days back, you did not know you have to have a product for your socks. Your normal socks are not okay. You need special cushioned socks. Suddenly get it. So that is why you have to be very conscious about each decision you are making. Information is a new weapon. Absolutely. Okay. Inner peace is the new success. Success is no longer being hustling, at least not for us. It might be for you, but for us, hustle is not success. The whole running behind something, chasing this, that is not it.
But on the other hand, contribution is success.
True.
More than hustle, we don't chase hustle, we chase
Impact is success.
We chase significance.
Significance, impact,
contribution.
that is success. And kindness is the new beautiful. Filters, we all have filters, deep fakes. What we can't fake is kindness. So be kind to yourself. I want all of you to take a minute. Just give yourself a hug. Remind to be kind to yourself.
I'll give you a-
Give yourself a hug. Be kind to yourself and to others.
Yes.
Okay. So that is what I said when I said conscious living is mixture of science and spirituality. And that is what we are going to go right now. Okay. So it is an alignment of actions with your inner code. Okay. Now your brain wants you to stop living unconsciously. It does. It keeps on telling you live consciously, live consciously. You have to learn how to take the signals.
Your brain wants you to stop living reactively. Your brain also wants you to stop doing things compulsively. Let's just explain what these terms actually mean. Unconscious, reactive, compulsive. Let's just look at something. Let's say you're seeing in the phone, you're just sitting behind, and then a notification comes. It's from Swiggy. Now that you click on you follow the notification, you click on that button, immediately an ad says they have these beautiful copies. They add a chai pia, and then they immediately like, okay, chai, let's add it to pakodes, let's do this. Now you notice a lot of times these things just happen without us even planning for it. We just follow, like, we just follow what happens. It's a stimulus that's happening, and almost like a Chinese toy that's operating at a push of a button, you're being played upon. Or let's pick another situation. Someone tells you something, maybe they make an innocent comment. Now you think that's mocking you. You get angry. You get reactive. You escalate the situation more than where it needs to be. You realize a lot of these times, it is not really you who's making that decision. You think you're making the decision, but rather it is a trigger that is causing you to act in a certain way.
I will give you a very good example many of you will relate to, especially women my age, 30s, 40s.
Okay.
You do something, you say something, and you're like, shit, my mom used to say this. Oh God.
Oh,
God,
yeah.
my dad used to say this. You suddenly realize that the qualities that you did not like about your parents, or you always used to say, I will not do this to my children, I will not do it, you're becoming that. Yes?
Yes.
How many of you have felt that way? Oh no. Oh, how did this come? How did that happen to it? That is you being aware. That is your consciousness. You're like, something is inside still there.
Yes.
Felt that, right? Oh, I didn't say this. And then there is that down spiral. We will become our parents. We will repeat this. All that starts, right? Consciousness. Now, this is again not a model me and Niranjan have chosen, or this is something. This is proof. This is a story of people, of how they make from zero to hero. All these stories, see, you would have recognized one or every one of this here. Most of them would have been idols for you.
Steve Jobs, Oprah Winfrey, Beatles, Michael B. Jordan, Albert Einstein, every single person. If you read through their life, you will see they've gone through extreme adversity, extreme adversity. Walt Disney at one point he had no food to feed himself, so he had to eat his dog food, like the dog biscuits. He had to live on that. And yet, despite such circumstances, such overwhelming odds, he chose not to give up. He chose to continue. So living consciously is not just about the small day-to-day decisions. It's regarding the larger, bigger decisions you make in life.
How do you know? Like, when we try things, we try one time, two time, we give up because there is no conviction that this will work. But these people, all these biggest failure stories, KFC owner was at 65, he made 10,000 people taste chicken before it worked. Why did they give up? Why do we give up? Why do we try two times and think it's not there, but they are giving their 10, 20 layers of it? It's because their awareness of mind, body, spirit, and soul. They know what is their purpose. They know that my dream is my special own dream. So today I want you to probably write this down rather than wanting to be in the top 2%. Your goal should be to eliminate borrowed dreams. Your dreams should be only yours. Okay? Second, chasing high performance. This high performance is like a speeding truck on a highway. You don't know where it might lead. Be high on life. Wake up every day thinking it's the best day of your life. Can you guys feel our energy? Yes, there's a certain energy in this. Many people ask us, what are you high on? What do you drink? What do you do? This is the drug we are on.
We drink water.
The drug called life. We feel life is so beautiful every single day that even on the toughest days, it's like, oh yes, we have a challenge. We sound toxic productive. I know it's too good to be true and all, but we have our issues, we have our problems, but our general outlook towards life is what next? right?
A lot of time, how many of you heard this? You have to be successful, success, success. It's so repeated so many times. But what really is success?
Be significant. Not all of you are going to create a multi-million dollar company. Not all of you. Of course, if you do, it would be the best. It would be my marketing, and 154 participants from my workshop did it. But you are not going to make it to the top big or impact millions of lives.
Or you put it another way, you don't have to be successful the way others define it.
But you can impact certain life. You can be the person who the next door neighbor, every day looks up to. You can be a person who has, taught 2 people and doing it. You might offer a service that impacts 10 people.
Correct. You might be a primary school teacher and you might think, oh, I'm just a primary school teacher, but you might be the teacher who's going to be the role model for thousands of students who's
For
coming to
all-
school.
I'll tell you, like coaches like us, they have workshops with 400, 500 people, they deliver. It's very beautiful to look at and think of, wow, they're working in scales. But when we work in smaller circles like this, I'm able to read your answers, I'm able to do it, I'm impacting, I'm create significant. So we might not be as successful as the conventional one, but for us, success means creating a significant in someone's life, doing something. And I know a lot of my old students are here and they're there. They will agree that we have been able to bring significance to your life. Yes. The next one, instead of looking for hustle, seek to be impactful.
You already told about this.
Achieve, thrive. These big words, these fancy words that you listen, don't chase them. Conscious living is being happy on your own terms. And conscious living gave us everything. It allowed us to design a life of my choice. I was so tired and stuck by hearing I need to have a bank balance, I need to have a retirement plan, I need to have this. I realized this, none of it sounds like me. Like even after I did my MBA from IIM, I also did it from, I've studied in Paris. I just could not see myself in a suit, in a gray suit, going out there. I earned much more than I did. I used to earn much more than I do now, but I wasn't happy. And the reason why am I telling you this story is, last time I showed this story, I thought I'll just share it jaldi. But then so many people wrote to me long messages telling this was the relatability I needed. I never knew I could come up. So I decided that I'm going to share a little bit about my life. It's very personal, very intimate. And 2 weeks back, I felt very shy in sharing the story with all. But seeing the impact it created, I decided, let's tell you a little bit about the story. That is me at my IIM days, supposedly my peak days, and on my peak happiness then. I was in the best college of all. I was in Shillong. I had access to unlimited beer. I got a lot of validation from men. It was beautiful life. And fast forward to now. So I'll explain you a little bit of my chronology, not get into too much it. Same childhood, super achiever, Hermione Granger at this, but home support wasn't there. I come from a broken family. My parents were really not very supportive. They had so many issues going on with them. They could not work a lot on myself. Then my mom started falling sick, so I had to take care. That is when body issues started coming up. My validation, I started seeking validation. I was a very good student, but I fell into the peer pressure of hanging out with the cool students. How many of you have felt this? How many of you have felt it? That in school you started changing your personality to suit the cool group. That was the first time when you changed it, yes? Yeah, I will wear my shirt a little shorter. I will wear my jeans a little lower to get into the cool crowd. And you had no idea why you are doing it. You started asking your parents to get you the best stuff to go to college, to school it. I want the cool bottle, I do it. Yes? Been there. That is when we started doing this. Then college came, peer pressure is another thing. You start building it. For me, guys, I had no option. I come from a family of 3 idiots where I was born and my dad said engineer. Okay, so I had no option. So I went into a college. How many of you did a college with no idea on what they have chosen and it was terrible? I am a computer engineer, by the way. I was terrible at it. Exams I barely scrapped, and Niranjan will tell you his college story. That is to another level altogether, but I did not know. So I did in peer pressure, started drinking, smoking, all those things. Then I got a job. I was an engineer in Tech Mahindra. Seems like ages history. There also, I did not really do well. I was like doing okay, but I was like, no, it's not there. So that's when I decided from college, I will chase the next big diamond. What is the next big diamond for college students? Sorry, for software developers. Many IT people here. Now, what do the IT people do? What is the next step IT people do? Yeah, get married is one. Next, MBA. So I went ahead and I went and did an MBA from IIM, one of the best colleges. I really learned a lot. It was a good experience also. It was bad also. I got a job after that. I started working in EY. I have almost 8 years of experience with Tata companies, with Tech Mahindra, with Tata, with EY, with a lot of agencies. My life started changing and picking up. I was amazing. I was getting a lot of success, but on paper, I look amazing. My LinkedIn profile is amazing. At one time, I was a LinkedIn champ. Everything was going all on. I had a boyfriend. I was doing well. I had a dream job. I had dream jobs, not even job. I went into abroad solo trips. It was amazing. But I was not happy. Because that is what on the surface was there. Everybody thought, my friends thought I was living a dream. Everybody thought I did. But I was miserable. At 80-20%, 80% of me was miserable. I had been harassed. I had a case of domestic violence going on. I lost my mom. My diabetes was an all-time of 10 HB1AC. I had PCOS, thyroid, no confidence, addictions, no support. If there is a bottom beyond a bottom rock, I reached it. I counted once, there were 17 days I did not get out of bed. But apart from washroom and all, I just couldn't get. Have you guys seen those days when you just don't have that energy to come up? You don't know what is your next day going to be like. You can't talk to friends. You can't talk to it. Yes, we are all friends here, guys. It's okay. We embrace this honesty. We feel it. We are all in this. Everyone here has come here because there's a problem. Nobody came here because they're perfect. Right? That's when I decided one day, and it happened one day only, I need to stop. This can't go on. It was just in this, I like, how long will I do this? What is the, matlab, kab tak ye chalega? I need to do something. This is the first thing that I did. I mapped out my happiness. Ki what was it? When was it? I just started making a chronology of my life. Ki where was it exactly that I went into depression? Where was it that I got into it? And then when I realized, I took actions. This happened during COVID, by the way, guys. COVID, I was going through, I had gone through brain fogginess, memory loss. So that is when this spiritual awakening, there's a special class on spirituality we take. I tell them there, that is when I had this awakening that I can do better. And it was not spiritual. It was not inner child healing, manifestation or anything. It was just sitting down, writing and making logical deductions. And that is exactly what we will be sharing with you today. That how from this lowest and low of point, I think my point goes beyond this. I was always doped up with pills. I had bad health, everything. My life grew. And nobody's life is constant. A constant means you are flatlined. It's up and down. But since then, I've got married. I have a family. I not just married Niranjan. I have a family of 10,000 community members. I have LifeCraft members, our inner community platinum. It did. Conscious living is that moment when you decide that it's enough. I need to work on my goals. I need to get there. And you start taking massive actions. So comment in CL for conscious living if you want to experience this energy in your life, this ability, this superpower to go down, down, and then come up. Preetha and me met this weekend, and I was telling Preetha that when you lose everything, no, you just lose fear as well. What is the worst that can happen? You just start doing it and you bring up with it. So 2023 must have been a tough year for many of you. But know that it can get better. Okay? Have a sip of water, relax. Now, after this dark story, after this DC story, you have a bright, marvel, happy story coming up.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sincere, for sharing. I mean, how many of you relate to her? It's all of us go through these low phases, right? Where,
At
when we
one
get
point
down.
of time, I used to ask, why me? Why is my mom passing away of everyone? Why is my partner harassing me? Why is my job boss doing this to me? Why? Now I say thank God, because my collection of such experiences has made me able to empathize and relate to almost everyone. And I am so thankful because I could come out of it, and now I can help you come out of it.
So this was me in college, 2019. I was in architecture college. I had picked up architecture thinking that that's what I wanted to do. In after school, there is always this thing that you can be an engineer or a doctor. I wanted neither. So I took architecture. 3 years and I realized this is not what I wanted to do. Out of me, this is photo when I was submitting thesis in 2020, which I didn't clear anyways. By then, this was my condition. I was 5 years in. I was 1 year dropout. I had 32 back papers. My then best friend, he called me that he can help me figure out my life. He sat with me for 3 days and in the end started demanding that I pay him 50,000 for his time. There was no talk of any money before that. I had extreme anxiety as a result of all of this. I enjoyed drawing. So I kept drawing all the time. I found my solace in drawing. I found my solace in reading. 6 years after college, I walked out of the college with a pile of sketchbooks. And I hope that all of this will change. I can change. And guess what? Because I made the decision that no matter what life throws at me, at one point during the lowest, the biggest thing that can happen when you actually hit the lowest. I visited Varkala once because I couldn't afford a room because I couldn't ask my parents for pocket money. I didn't want it. I slept on the beach by the sands. Just a dog came back that night. He was sleeping right next to me. When you hit your rock bottom, you realize that you have nothing to lose. I can't, it just can't get worse from here on. 2020 came, COVID came. And that's when I saw an opportunity. I started taking my first online classes. I took my first online classes. I had the skill of art, so I decided I will teach it. First class with 6 students, 3 people I taught for free, and I earned 6,000 rupees. That was my first income. Well, it gave me hope. It gave me the inspiration that I can keep moving forward. Month 2 came, month 3 came. 1 year in, I discovered Sanchari. With Sanchari's knowledge and skill, I could scale massively. And now it's been 3 years. It's been wonderful. I've been fortunate enough to train over 20,000 students over this time. I have upskilled a lot. I could transition from being an art coach to art therapy to a personal growth coach. And more than everything, I have had the fortune of impacting so many lives. Any money, any monetary reward that I get, I see it as a result of my contribution to the world. I realize that if I contribute more, I will prosper. And that has been my mantra since ever.
True. Hey, tell them that quote that you heard and it changed your life, and the Osho quote that
The
you
Osho
heard
quote.
and that brought into you this change.
Sure. So I used to read a lot, especially during my college. Now I don't read as much. But then I used to read in philosophy, spirituality, business, self-help, anything I could just get my hands on. I Osho is one author who has completely transformed my life in the way I think, the way I behave, look, and pretty much a lot of things. Tell me that one quote that always sticks by you. I want you to comment in right now. That one quote, the one quote that you always look back to, that always, when you see
Your
it, it's your inspirational mantra. Yes, comment in.
Mine I will share on the Elevate Day. It's a very long one, but I will share on Elevate. You come there.
Believe adamantly, right? You all have your your systems. For me, my greatest fear was that what if I failed? What if I was already called a failure, but what if it just got worse? What if others laughed at me? Well, this is how the quote read. The greatest fear in the world is of the opinion of others. And the moment You're unafraid of the crowd. You're no longer a sheep. You become a lion. A great roar arises from the depths of your heart, the roar of freedom. I have goosebumps even now as I tell
Wow,
this.
I have goosebumps too. Why didn't you
Yes.
drop this quote in the
I will
group
drop
also?
it. So remember that the greatest fear that is holding you right now from living your true self is the fear of opinion of others. Log kya kahenge? And I really want you to be you. By the end of this workshop, I really want you to go deep into you.
And by the way, from Varkala sleeping with a dog when we got married, during
After-
that time we did not have a lot of money because we spent it on the marriage and all. But we saved up and we went to one of the best hotels in Varkala to, spend a vacation in.
and the
So
vacation there. So
you never know how life changes.
correct.
Okay. And all of this, and like Niranjan said, the reason why we are doing this for free. Till so far, guys, are you been convinced that this is a workshop that is worth your time? Yes.
Yes.
Because I'm expecting none of you have left. 149 were there, 149 are still here.
Yes.
So why are we providing so much value for this? The reason is because we owe this bliss to you. Everything that has happened in our life has happened because some people, some students connected with us, decided to take a leap of faith with us, and they did it. So which is why we are also having the Elevate program, and we will need sticky notes for this. This is of course our offline event in Delhi. Mumbai people, you will be having a similar event like this. But for those who can't come to this offline event, you can come for online events on Elevate in January.
We are literally pouring our heart out here, and imagine what we could do if in these 2 hours, this is the impression you can get. Imagine what could happen if we got an entire day with you.
Give me your one day and
One
we
day,
will
sort
plan
your
your 2024.
yeah,
Okay.
sort your year.
Today is the first step to a better you. But today also I'm not going to leave you with nothing. Ki nahi tum usi din aana. It's not a trailer. This itself is a complete movie. So today is the first step to a better you. Have a sip of water. Let's go.
Let's go. Start.
I'll give you a little bio break in a while. Okay.
The
Let's
offline
start
event
with
in
this.
Delhi happened. It happened a few months back.
Delhi have been done, now Mumbai, and in probably February, Alleppey.
Probably.
Okay. So step one is awareness of the code. Now, awareness of the code is what you are currently feeling. How many of you, and just drop a poll also, how many of you have started realizing कि हाँ मेरे अंदर एक mechanism है. Everything is not happening on its whim and all. Something is happening inside me. There is a mechanism. There is a code. Yes, how many of you feel? I've launched a poll, guys. I want to see if you're understanding, if you feel, yes, there is an inner voice. Yes, there is a consciousness inside me. Yes, there is a person inside me waiting to blossom, to bloom, and to come out.
An awareness, a sense of knowing that, okay, the sensation that you have, that sensation that you have it. Yes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So almost 80% of you, superb. So you're getting it. The first step is done then. You know there is a code inside you. Okay. Step one, you know that voice also. You just interacted with the voice in the beginning only. We had done this voice exercise. Step two is understanding the code. Understanding the code is why do I do what I do? Why do I constantly choose A and not B? Why am I attracted to certain A things and not B things? Yes. So it is awareness of the code and understanding it. What are my values? What are my steps? What are the things that I'm, good at? What am I not bad at? What am I doing? This is your board to understand this. What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? So some of them, Gurpreet, Guha, are all part of the Lifecraft program that we have. It's a admissions only program for selected people, where we work on exactly this, values, core. And trust me, it's been 1.5 months. They've still not been able to crack it. They're still modifying, working, doing it. Because is there somebody from Lifecraft here? You guys know, right? How much in depth I'm making you do. Can you give me the copy of Life book? You have to go through an entire journey. It's near that. Yeah. We go through all of this is a deep thing. The tools for it is journaling, So we use a lot of journaling prompts. This is a book that all life craft people have to do. It is about what areas in life do, what are your habits, lot of upbringing, undoing. It takes time.
It's not about going on the surface. We go really, really deep.
So deep that you will be able to tell why is the exact reason you're not able to wake up in the morning. And once you do, there's no coming back. So it's a deep step, but it's a very enjoyable journey. Step 3 is when you hack it and elevate your life. When you realize what is it, what supposedly you realize that your anger issues are caused inside you because of a sense of disapproval. You have never been able to achieve something and you have been angry. Then you start taking actions to work on it. Okay. So now all talk done, everything done. I'm going to welcome you to the 5 sacred habits.
So that you can start living consciously. See, all of this talk of conscious living, all of this is cool. It's been inspirational. It's very, very
Yeah.
inspirational. But how can I actually apply it in my life? How many of you would like to
I
apply?
am out of so much Gyan. Now Gyan part is over. Let's do some practical.
Yeah, right. Let's go.
Okay. So before that, I'll give you a 2 minutes break. It is 5:16 on the, it's 5:17. I'm setting up a 2-minute timer. I will not, do not leave the call because once you leave the call, you will not be able to come back. So I know all of you will be back. So just take a break. 2 minutes I'm giving you.
Sure.
Have some water, come back. Please come back because all right, guys. First of all, thank you. Nobody left. I'm so happy nobody left and all. Because now is the new party. If you had left now, a problem hota. Now is when we are actually going to get into the zone of implementing. Okay. But before I go ahead, before I want to go ahead, I just want to see if we are on the same page. I want you to take a quick poll and tell me out of scale of 1 to 10, how is this going for you so far? If I'm going too fast, the recording will be shared. You can watch it again. If there is some concept you did not understand, please ask me the questions. And at the end also, I'll answer all of them. If you think I'm having too much energy, that I can't help. I take my energy from all my students. So you all are giving such good vibes and good energy. I'm blessed with it. Thank you so much, guys. And those who are slightly not happy with it, please reach out to me personally. And I would love if you give me feedback. Because if I am helping you grow, you should also help me grow, okay? I would love to hear about it. Karamjeet, Devolina, you're all old students. I think you've attended so many. I want feedback from you as well. Aditya, Dr. Aditya. Avneet is also here. Nice. Okay. So let's go into the journey of these 5 habits. Now, first of all, these 5 habits are very different from what you might have heard, but we are going to do this. Okay. Let's go. So again, 1 glass of water. Let's do, because we are going to a new 2024. Cheers. Show me your glasses of glasses. Let's do a cheers. We are already starting a new journey. Okay. Cheers. Cool. Yes, this class is as intoxicating as it. So the 5 habits, the 5 sacred habits is clarity. Okay. Energy.
Community, productivity, and grit. And you will notice that these are not your regular habits that talk about like 5 a.m. you need to wake up, you need to work out regularly. No, these are more about the lifestyle decisions that you're making on a day-to-day basis. These are the foundations to making every decisions that you're taking in life. So we are not going to talk about surface level habits. We're rather going to talk about a whole way of life.
Yeah. Rather than talking about how to wake up at 5 a.m., why are you not able to wake up at 5 a.m.? Rather than teaching you go to work out every day and those acts, we are going to try to help you. What forces are preventing you from doing this?
Correct.
Root cause elimination. Okay. So let's get on to the first habit, which is clarity. And clarity is my favorite cup of tea. It's a very common joke between Soulflow. So I always write this on my cup. Clarity means immense knowledge of what you are going to do. I'm not going to do this in much detail, but GPS Blueprint is the system that I'm going to talk about in Elevate as well. GPS, so in the olden times, there was something called North Star. The North Star is where we are going to follow. North Star is what we are going to do. New Times talks about a system called GPS, where you need to know where are you currently. You need to know where are you going. And automatically you will find the shortest and the easiest path with it. So GPS system talks about setting up your current versus your destination. Because only when you know where you are going to reach, that's when your goals will change. Karamjeet here has changed his goals so many times because he keeps on discovering some element of himself, something of this. Avneet, has worked on an identity. All of this goes into building your this. Okay. So now the first exercise that we are going to do, it's going to be a fun exercise to practice clarity. Can you open the WhatsApp group, Niranjan? Okay. Is what is your juice? Okay. Now, what do I mean by juice? A orange, if you squeeze it from whatever angle, whichever orange from whichever this, it will remain the same because it is its essence. It is its core. Fundamentally, it's an orange. Who are you fundamentally? What is that deepest part of you? If you were a juice and I extracted you, what would come out? Okay. So I want you to pick up 5 emojis to describe yourself. Yeah, Faiza, all of this will be shared. Don't worry. 5, the group is open?
Yeah.
So go on the WhatsApp group and 5 emojis that describe you.
So guys, I have shared the link to the WhatsApp group once again in the chat. So if you're not part of the group yet, please join in. And if you don't want to be a part of the WhatsApp group, you can type it in here. But we want you to describe yourself through 5 emojis.
I will describe mine. Why don't you also put yours, Niranjan, there?
You will put my...
No, you put from there. I'll also put. Don't worry. What are the things that define you? For example, if you ever were to see, I'll be always talking about books. I'll be always talking about flowers. I'll be talking about what is your core element? Yeah, you can choose things. You can choose emoticons. You can choose emotions. Okay, 5 emojis. 5 of your juice elements. Yeah, Priya. GPS is just, this we'll do in detail. Elevate is all about GPS only. Oh, I'm seeing some of them. Oh, I love the warrior princess Hina. I love your dog. A drink, Mehak, Debolina. Yeah, it just doesn't have to be emoticons, can be. Oh, Niranjan's is one laptop, one strong man, one donut.
No. Food,
Okay, yoga
yeah,
and driver.
meditation and driving.
Super butterfly. This is the shortest way I can, identify you, because otherwise, what do you say? This is a long exercise. So, for examples, with Mrs. Anna Barasi, I can see hers for its family, romance, little bit of anger, little bit of this. If you are a dog lover, it could be a part of this. Monisha is one butterfly. Then you probably must be liking me a lot. Music.
One large butterfly.
Soundarya has a lipstick.
Soha
I know
has
it's
prayer,
for this.
meditation, books, sunrise, Deepika. What is that? Home Caroline, rainbows, music.
Lovely, yaar. Rakshita has a ninja also. Ninja. Wow. Ninja and an alien. Nice.
You
Right?
understood? Yes. So this is your essence.
That
Your
is who
juice.
you are. And this is just one level. आज तो हमने emoticons के साथ use किया है. When we come next, it's going to be deepest there. And now I have time for bonus number 1, because you people are so good. You came in here. I am going to give you an exercise. I'm going to give you an ebook. Can you share that PDF? I'll show the PDF link here. I'm going to give you a PDF I'm going to give you an exercise actually that will give you massive clarity. It's a 45-minute guide. And while you go through this, so the steps will all be given here itself. I'll show you the guide. At the end of the workshop, I'll be sharing the PDF of all of this.
Share the document.
Share. Many of you have taken this 45-minute test, right? I know many of you have sent me the results also. I'll share in the end. I'm sharing. Give me just 1 minute. I'll share. So those who have done the 45 minutes exercise can tell how did it change them, because I received these 2 a.m. I found such a long answer, and all of people telling me that it changed my life. Thank you, Sanchari. This is, I'm learning so much about myself. Not the personality test. It's a PDF like this. 1 second. Yeah. So it's going to be a 45 minutes exercise that you can take to do this. It's got its exercises. You'll have to sit down. You'll have to get a mirror in front of you. There are certain exercises you'll have to bring along a mirror. You have to sit in front of a camera. You have to record all this. There is a part 1, part 2. It's a total 45 minutes exercise. But at the end of this exercise, you'll be able to define your values. You'll be future ready. You'll be able to build gratitude, goodbye. And it all takes 40 to 50 minutes. Trust me, guys, if there's one thing you can do in 2023, take this. Great test for clarity. When you're talking to yourself, you'll see so much that we have never talked about. Okay. So end of the workshop, I'll be sharing with you this drive link with all of these. You can download and you can do it. But guys, do it. Don't keep it like an option. In fact, if you are truly massive action takers, I want you to take out your phone right now and set up a calendar invite for when are you going to do it. Set up a timer right now. Are you going to do it tomorrow morning at 5 a.m.? Are you going to do it today night at 9 p.m.? When are you going to do it? I want you to take action about it right now and go there and do this. Go for it.
Already shared the document.
Okay. The group, it's been shared in it, in the WhatsApp group also. Set up a time. Tell me, when are you going to do this? When are you going to take 45 minutes off for yourself? Okay, set up. Cool. Tomorrow when? Put up a time, I will do this from there. I'm a massive action taker now. If you want clarity, if you truly want to do it, you will be like, I have to do this by this. So take up 3 p.m., 5 p.m., 7 p.m. When will you do it?
It's already been shared, so there is absolutely no excuse left for you. Okay?
Okay. That is one level of clarity. When you guys come for the Elevate program, we will also be making a dashboard of your life We'll be doing a live audit dashboard. So this we will do in detail on January 7th, which is a Sunday, right?
Yeah.
First week, first Sunday of
First Sunday.
2024, we will be working and doing all this. How many of you are already in? How many of you are in for January?
Ready to make the first week of 2024 your best.
How many of you are ready to sit with
Best
us
week,
on the
yes.
first Sunday of January and plan the entire year with us?
Yes. Love it. Massive clarity. Yes. Beautiful. And let me tell you what clarity can do to you, because see, as we share this document, we really want you to take this seriously. You want you to take, because you're going to, it's actually a good, once you do this, you're going to realize that, oh my God, I'm getting so much in a free workshop. You'll realize the value that we are offering. And because see, this is what clarity can do for you. Meet Mayuresh, a student. When we met him, he was confused on what to do, where to start taking action. He was a scientist who quit his job and he was confused. I don't know what to do. Well, he got his clarity. He realized that he wanted to become a parental coach. And when we met him, he was underconfident. He felt this inferiority complex as he had quit his job. He wasn't the breadwinner of the family. And it is always like that prevented him from taking action, from improving the situation.
And
But when-
imagine for 20, 25 years of his life, he was becoming a scientist, which has no alliance with his values. He
Yes.
wanted to be a parental coach.
Coach.
And he's so happy and successful now. Then, of course, Rakhi ji is here in this workshop.
Yes.
And I have so much respect for her because in this 1 year, I just told her one day on Instagram, why don't you make a box kit of candles and doing it? She took action. And now she's also on the way of becoming becoming a coach herself.
She's
Massive
also
action
sponsoring
she's
the
taken.
candles in our event as well. So
I tell
kudos
you
to
one thing,
Mayuresh.
Rakhi ji has had a very back problem. She's going through intense back problem. Like yesterday, she had gone through an MRI also and all of it. She's still a part of this workshop. It's still there, right, Rakhi ji? Still here. Why? Because of this grit. And that is why the results also come in tenfold. So it can be taken, and that is what clarity gives you. When you start acting on your values, when you start acting on it, you become a magnetic personality. Okay. So activity number 1 to give you a massive clarity is 5-minute journaling. Okay. Can you share the template? The 5-minute journaling is a method that will give you immense clarity on how your day is, what it is. It actually takes just 5 minutes. Niranjan is sharing the template in the group also. The very first thing, in the morning, it will take you 3 minutes. At night, it will take you 2 minutes. Every morning, when you wake up, you have to write, I am grateful for. What is that you feel a true gratitude for? Not like things like parents, God every day, but genuinely. Most of the days I wake up, I am grateful for AC. I am grateful for electricity. It's okay. What would make today great? What can you do today which will make you feel great? As in, today would be great if, say, I was able to sleep on time. Today would be great if I was able to manage my temper.
Mukul, the PDF has been shared in the WhatsApp group. So every document is being shared in the WhatsApp group. You can find it in the description of the group. But for now, it's also being shared right now on the spot.
You
as
can
we
take
take
a
the class.
screenshot, right?
Okay.
Then daily affirmations, I am. So it's like I am building an empire for myself. I am building a life of happiness for myself. I'm not getting into details of how to fill it because I know you guys know this. And night, 3 amazing things that happened today and how could I have made today better. It might seem to you like just writing and journaling, but this is immensely scientific based. It will give you right boost of serotonin, dopamine, all of that. Okay. So this is one habit I want you to start doing. Habit number 1, clarity. So this template you have, you can pen you have, day and night you can fill. What I want you to do right now is set up when will you fill it. So quickly make a commitment right now. What are you? Put a vote to your decision and tell when are you going to do this.
So the way you can take massive action right now is, I want you to in your phone. You all have your phones with you right now? Yes. You all have your phones. I want you to set an alarm. If you're someone who uses calendar, set a time in your calendar, or I want you to set alarm that when is it that you are going to take it. You will see the format is such that you have to spend sometime 5 minutes in the morning, 5 minutes in the evening. So morning, when are you going to do? Evening, when are you going to do? I want you to set alarm right now. Do it
5 minutes it's going to take.
5 minutes. 5 minutes for clarity to
Hey,
prime you for the entire
tell
day.
them the habit stacking thing.
Sure.
Combine it
so,
with something that
right,
they're
right.
already doing.
So when you take time, I don't want you to set just any time randomly as you do. What I want you to do is that I want you to look at times in your time when you're actually sitting in the morning. Let's say, for example, you're waking up in the morning, and some of you are like, I start by working, or maybe some of you are like, I meditate already, or maybe some of you are like, I sit and I just check my phone. But whatever it is, as you set your time, I want you to I want you to see when is that time when you can actually, close the temple when you're close to a book. One great time to do is, I'll keep this a printout of this template by my side. And as soon as I wake up, I'm going to wake up and I'm going to fill. Or let's say if you're someone who already has some yoga practice, you can do this right after your yoga practice. This is how you can stack habits. So this concept is a concept that became popular in the book Atomic Habits, where basically in order for you to add a new habit, I want you to club or keep it in sync with something that you are already doing, similar to that.
And you might see इतनी छोटी सी बात को
But-
क्या लिखने की जरूरत? Why do you have to write it? But even
Correct.
if you see in our calendar, it's clearly written. And this is one of the habits we're not putting it now, but in Lifecraft, and you all know that we have been teaching this. This is a massive upskilling, a massive changing habit. We even have set up time for this.
Correct.
So once we have time and written all of this, there. How many of you want to be able to plan your life to this extent? We know exactly how much time it will take to mix and all of it. We know exactly this. For
Exactly.
the next days also, we have it planned.
And clarity is not just about in terms of the planning, but clarity is also just in general. It's like you are either walking with a foggy head or you're walking with a clear head. As you practice what you're grateful for, as you practice what are your biggest learnings today, you notice that you're simply improving little by little by little, day after day after day.
Tell me, guys, how many of you want your calendars to be planned? All of those who are saying yes, you have stay till the end because you have to join the 26. So that's what we'll do. So quickly, guys, one more sip of water. We are almost there.
Want you to hydrate. So habit number one, always seek clarity. Whatever is it that you're doing, know what is it that you're really getting into. We already spoke in depth about it, and take the 5-minute journaling seriously.
Habit number 2 is energy. So many of you will have attended time management courses or, would have goal. I wish I had more time. Time you can't have more. Everyone has 24 hours in the day. Every single person from you to Narendra Modi ji to,
Virat Kohli.
to Virat Kohli, everybody has. What you want is focused energy in better places.
Correct.
I want to be able to manipulate my energy such that I can work when I need to. I can rest when I want to. Okay.
How many of you have experienced this? And be fully honest with me here. You're sitting down to work. You're sitting down to do a creative task. But then immediately, your body, you just feel sleepy. As you pick up your pen, as you open your laptop, you just start feeling sleepy. Or maybe, you just get distracted and you start checking your phones. Or you immediately you start feeling hungry, you go for a food instead and you just get carried away. Or maybe you are lying down to rest, you're not able to rest completely. It's almost like your body is an added baggage that you have to carry at all times. It's a strong way of saying, but you always see that rather than, your energy is working for you, you see that your energies are working against you.
Yes, and energy, first of all, I don't want you to think of just physical energy. Ki I have eaten food, I feel charged. I feel low. No. Energy in itself is in everything. And this is one big realization when we had our life changed. Not to see things in terms of time, but to see in terms of energy. Everything around you is energy, right? One energy is this physical energy you feel in gym. You feel that energy you exert into it.
and physical energy is that energy you're able to sit up, right? You're able to,
Yes.
just be there.
Emotional energy is the highs and lows you face in a day. Sometimes you feel an immense happiness, sometimes you feel an low. You can't explain why it is happening, what is happening, but you feel that.
And if your emotional energies are working for you, at no situation will there be something like you want to do something, but immediately your feelings goes against it.
Right? And you guys are understanding energy, all of you, aura, all of this. Yes, these are all forms of energy. So leave alone. And by the way, we have special classes on energy management, time management. The new thing is energy management, physical energy, what you consume, how you spend it. Now you will talk about that exercise to mera energy le raha hai na, exercise is taking away energy, then I should probably be not doing it.
Yes, how many of you think that way? You exercise, but then suddenly you feel tired and you're like, no, 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 I can't do this. This is too much for me, right?
For many people, working out might be the thing that takes the most energy out of you in a day. Yes.
Yes.
And that is why you resent it. Ki subah subah I get so tired, yaar. I don't
I'm
want
not
to do
getting
this.
sleep, yaar. I'm not getting time for anything, yaar. Yes.
Yes. So tell them.
So
about
here,
it.
what I want you to understand is that as you work on your physical energy, as you start exercising, what you're actually doing is you're actually saving time. How? When you're spending 20 minutes, a minimum of 20 minutes exercising, what is actually happening is you're releasing chemicals such as dopamine, endorphins, which, yes, which are those happy chemicals. They give you that high. Now, what is the purpose? Once you are that, the work that you would typically take 2 hours to do, you might be able to pull it off in an hour. What you decided that is going to take, the frictions that you face in life. Maybe you want to communicate something, but then there is just that laziness.
Right.
It just goes away. So the first thing that I want, if you let go of everything, like nothing worked done, the only thing that you took out of this workshop is that, okay, after this, I'm going to take my managing my physical energy as a priority. Or in simple terms, you're going to start exercising more seriously. That in itself can be the biggest win that you
Guys,
can take.
exercise is much more than just working out to look good, to feel muscular, to feel strong, all of it. Physical exercise has 100% effect on your mental health. It has 100% effect on all areas of your life. If you are building your bodily muscles using exercise, your mental muscles are also getting stronger.
Building mental resilience as well.
So you don't see it in terms of physical, time, sweat, and all. See it as the physical energy.
Correct.
Then there is emotional energy. Emotional energy has your focus, relationships, what you put into joy and happiness, your satisfaction, your gratitude. Every time you practice gratitude, you are increasing your emotional energy.
Correct.
Every time you are being expressing happiness, it's emotional.
Every time you're appreciating something that's good in your life, you start seeing more of the good. Yeah. And isn't that a good place to be in? That you are not going down a negative spiral, but rather you're able to just generally appreciate life. Now we are not asking you to always think positive, not look at, we are not telling you that we all want you to be realists. But at the same time,
nobody can be really happy 100% times of the day, and it's not a goal also to try to achieve.
Correct. See, what the joy that you are seeing is not because we are positive thinkers. It's because we have accepted life the way it is. And that gives us enormous satisfaction. That there is so many things that are working for us. We are able to appreciate the small things. So
recently our WhatsApp got hacked and we were going through a lot of, it got banned, the number got banned, and that is why we are not able to reply to many of your messages. We were really in this. So yesterday I was journaling and I wrote this: tough times never last, but tough people do. Yes. And that just got a lot of this into me कि yeah, this shall pass यार. क्या ही हो, कितनी देर चलेगा, कभी ना कभी तो खत्म होगा, it will do. Correct. It is an emotional anger, and all of it is emotional energy.
Yes.
Okay. So spiritual energy. Now this is very interesting because most of us have a very misconstrued definition of spirituality. I am not going to get into a large part of it. This again was a workshop that we had offered you on Wednesday itself. How many of you attended the Wednesday workshop on
Where we spoke
spirituality?
about spirituality,
Yeah,
yes.
Arpita attended, Preeti attended, Navanita attended, Mukul attended, lovely.
Beautiful.
So you know this, that for us, spirituality, Anuji attended. Spirituality, we have a very different definition. Our spirituality does not look about eyes closed,
closed.
palms closed, all of this.
Prayer, just reaching a psychedelic trance. That's not the way that
Neither
is.
does it look like approaching a bubble or going this. Ours looks very different, very slightly different. Okay. It is this.
Our spirituality simply means we're able to come deliver a webinar here by staying fully present. It means we are able to retain our joy in a world that insists that we become dead serious. It means we're able to laugh at the small things, and it means that we are not afraid of being ourselves. We're not afraid of being judged. Even as we grow old, we are still going to be that couple that you see.
For me, spirituality is waking up every day with the realization I know exactly what my purpose is. And every day I have to take one step towards it. Maybe it might take 2 years, maybe it might take 3 years, but I'm ready to do this every single day. And what is it? It is to serve, this impact to create, to teach, to read, to do this. This passion takes me in the worst days also. I'm able to pull myself out because I know this is what I want to do in life.
Exactly.
That is my spirituality.
So it is realizing that spirituality is realizing that you always have a choice and you're actively making choices that you truly want every moment.
And I'll be very honest, guys. This is something that last workshop, my people told me blew their mind. That is why I'm going to take extra 5 minutes to talk about this. You need spirituality nowadays, not because you need to be clear with meditate for mind, mental health, all of that. That is the reason why most of us fail at meditation, because we don't know the right reason to be spiritual. The right reason to be spiritual is one, digital overload, WhatsApp, and all this. There's so much noise going on in our life that spirituality gives us 2 minutes of silence from this. Morning, when I meditate, no, when I finish my meditate, after that, even if a bomb comes, I will be able to handle it. Days I can't meditate, I'm just over the space. So, spirituality gives you this ability to just shut down everything around you, go into a bubble of focus, and then emerge. Right before these workshops, if I don't take 5 minutes to listen to those affirmations and to calm me down, I can't take workshops. Okay. Second is career versus purpose. How many of you have constantly felt this thing between earning money versus doing what I want to do? Yes, not liking feeling a connection to your job, but you want to continue because you have to make money, or you don't know what to do. You genuinely don't know what is your purpose. Okay. So for that, it is spirituality. Because spirituality gives you the, when your spirituality approach, now you lose the ability to lie to yourself. So you honestly accept and take accountability of your actions. You accept that I have anger issues, I need to work on it. You accept that I'm a lazy person. I'm an inherently lazy person. So I will have to find ways to get over it. Okay. So then, of course, ethical navigations, resilience amidst change. No matter what happens, you'll be able to come up.
Correct.
Nobody is 100 times positive, but you increase your probability of coming out of your situation.
And this is what happens when you truly embrace spirituality in your life. Because as we told you, this is the new cool.
It is the new cool, and that is why it has no age for it. Isha, she's a very close sister, and Navla is actually her place where we are having the offline retreat. She was on such a heavy dosage of pills when I met her in January, and now the year is almost ending. She's been able to give up on this. She was a person so scared to turn on her cameras. Now she encourages others to get out of their limiting beliefs. It's been such a beautiful change to see her.
Nazu, writer. So she's a writer, she's a part-time clown. So when we met her, she didn't feel that sense of purpose and that aliveness. She was taking care of others, she was taking care of her mom, and she lost that spark in her. Now, her embracing spirituality into her life, her embracing the clarity and 5 habits into her life, this is what happened. She could get back the lost spark.
And you know what is the first thing she did after, she going in this clarity path, writing? She felt this immense need in her to clean her home and community
Right.
environment. She said that the reason that I'm not able to go forward is because there's so much junk around me. And she got into this, and she was a very clumsy person, like throwing clothes everywhere. But suddenly it became to her, I need to clean obsessively. That is when she got the gist. The third is my favorite, which is community.
How many of you here, after being in this space, already feel the connect, already feel that, you are in an elevated space. Your energies are at an all-time high. Someone commented that this workshop is a happy place. You see, this is what
Dr. Preeti here, she's here,
Dr. Preeti is here.
spotted.
This is what a group of like-minded people can really do for you. You see, when you are having conversations with people who are growth-oriented, it's a completely different conversation that you're going to have.
Right? And when I say community, guys, community is not being part of 10 WhatsApp groups. I am part of Mommy WhatsApp group. I'm part of this. It is the role you play in a community. Are you an active listener who is just listening, or at the most going to the groups to ask your doubts? Or do you genuinely read others' problems? Help them do it. Do you, help them our solution? Do you ask your help from them? Community is everything, guys. I mean, I am so glad, and I'll tell you, we meditate in online classes, offline classes. The vibe is
So what are you doing now? मैंने तो धीरे से नींदों के धागे से बांधा है ख्वाबों को तेरे.
I spotted Vibhor also in it. So, guys, if there is one habit you truly want to do, and especially for those in their 30s, build a community. I know adulthood friendships are very difficult. Ki kaise banao, who to become friends with. Yes, many of you want to become friends, but there are 3 reasons holding you back. One, I am too shy to talk. Two, I don't find people my type. And third, I don't know what to say to them. Yes, 3 issues. Today, I'm going to give you a solution to all 3 of this. Okay, are you ready to do this? Are you ready to make friends? Connect with one person on the group and talk on a call. So how will you connect? Now, I don't want you to randomly pick a person from the group and give them a call and doing it. After this workshop, I will be giving you, so I'm sharing, let me share with you the Padlet board. I'll teach you how to make friendships today. Did you think when you come to this workshop, you will learn how to do this?
We told you that this is going to be an action-taking workshop. It's all going to be about massive action takers. It's not, you're not going to come here
So
for gyan.
I will be sharing this link with you where you will have this column called Masterclass Insights. Here, I want you to go after this workshop and write about yourself. Okay. So supposedly this, you can add in a picture to this. Let me find a nice picture of me. Put a picture that represents you the most, the way you want me to remember you, the way you want us to remember. Okay. I found a passport size would also to do it. And learn first, start with writing your insights from today. Yeah, you can share this link. And your interest. So all of you who really want to build friendships, who really want to get and connect with people, put it out there, put your thoughts, writing your insights, your interest, all of this, post it here. And then others can contact you through this. It's like Tinder, but with nicer people, it's kinder. Instead of Tinder, this is kinder. So you go there and you just write in there, hey, I would love to talk more. Let's connect. Okay. This is such a great part. I'm sharing the link in the WhatsApp group. Don't do it now. You can do this after this. I will give you homework also. So that time you can do this. But that is how I'm going to help you make friends. And that's how friendships are made also. You drop the link? Okay. Cool. And you never know, yaar, you will find such interesting people, amazing people to do it. So this is one exercise I had made the Lifecraft people also do. I'll show you something. So all my Lifecraft members had also put up there. I made them put up this whole introduction about themselves, all of this, and it just made us feel we know each other so much well. Cool. So if you want to make friends, this is the way you can do this. Super. Okay, now let's go. How many habits have been done? How many habits?
Tell us, guys, how many habits have been done so far? Yes, I want to see how many of you have been paying close attention to us. Let's see. Yes, only one or four, two.
Which was your favorite habit? Chalo, ye bhi bata do saath hi saath.
Yeah. How many habits did we do? 3. Yes. What habit? What are you talking about all this while then? Habit number 1, gain clarity. Habit number 2, build energy, raise your energy. Habit number 3, find your tribe, find your community. Yes.
Okay. So with all of this that we have told you today, I am 100% sure you have a stronger vision, or if you don't, you will be building eventually a stronger vision for how exactly your 2024 looks like. I'm sure now you are like, I want better habits. I want better community. I want all of
I
this.
want to be this person. I want to meet such people. And this is how I'm going to transform my life. Yes, community awareness.
Now comes
Explain
down
your
to
best.
how are you going to achieve this? So 2024 is coming. It's almost just 2 weeks away. And the best gift that you can give yourself in 2024 is become one of these. The next transformation story, the next person we talk about can be you. All you need to do is join in at 10 a.m. sharp. Stay with us till 6 p.m. We'll take you through this beautiful journey.
Correct. And remember, guys, this workshop we are doing, see, what we want to offer is nothing short of an experience
Yes.
that you will get if you were to fly somewhere, if you were to fly to Dubai and you were to attend a live event. And
Absolutely. It's going to be much more because you will be making a customized plan for yourself. At the end of this workshop, you are going to have so much fun, so much masti, and you will create an exact plan for you.
Exact
What are my values? What do I like doing?
I used colors and I filled up the entire
And you
color.
superhuman wo wala bhi you made. Wow. Somebody is taking my sketchnoting classes seriously. We're going to do all of this on this.
and for
Right.
all of this, we'll reveal the price right away for you.
I used colors and I filled up the entire
And you superhuman wo wala.
It is not going to be any of the exorbitant prices. We decided that we initially thought we'll give it for free, but then there has to be an accountability for it. So this entire life mapping that you're going to do, it's only for rupees 999 rupees.
Yes.
We are sharing it to you right away, so you're not worried that, oh my God, is it should I share, should I leave? No, it's all for you. There is, at this point, this is just a decision that you have to make, whether you want to have a fancy meal versus you want to work on yourself.
The twist in the story is you might think, why is this so cheap and why is it? The twist in the story is we really need committed people. We want people to come in who are going to sit from 10 to 6, no dropping backs. There's going to be a certain set of dress code you have to wear, certain tools you will need. We want people who are ready to do this because imagine we are, by the way, this comes also with a complimentary 31st party. So on 31st December, we will have another small party like this where we'll plan. So all of this, us spending New Year with you, us working on your goals. This is because we really know what the effect can be.
Correct.
So please only participate when
It's
you
a-
are very.
It's a complete thing. So how many of you in? How many of you are
It's a
in?
once in a year event. I mean, we had done 2 elevates in the past, but it's just so tiring for us. And whole day of wallet, we have decided to do it twice a year. So this time it's happening once in January and once in December. It will happen.
So how many of you are ready for it? Comment in me in the chat box. Yes, me. For all of you, the registration link we'll be sharing it just by the end of the workshop. So please stay with us. We want you right now to stay full focus on the workshop and not get diverted into pain.
Deep, the next elevate will be in December.
All right.
And this Elevate is not a program we are planning to do frequently or doing it. It is something we do for corporates.
Correct.
We go to companies and do this for company employees. But when we saw that the community and us enjoyed this so much, we started doing it this.
Correct.
So
So
it's-
don't take it for the price, because I want you to understand that if you were to take a similar program from us, the conversation starts at 50,000. It starts at 50,000 and there is nothing, but
True.
we,
Lifecraft programmers here, they have paid 45,000. The event is 60,000. This is I think the lowest price ticket we have,
Correct,
but that
correct.
is because we want all of you to come in. this.
correct. We want people who are ready to change their lives, and this is our gift for you.
All
So,
of you. So
all of
please,
you.
guys, just keep your first Sunday of the January free.
Yes.
First Sunday, and we will change it to you.
Sounds
Okay.
good. So all of
Share
you
the link and share the link.
right now.
We'll share the link
We'll
in
share-
the end. Don't
we'll
get
share the link.
distracted because we still have 2 habits to go.
Let's go.
Okay.
Okay, now this is out of the way. Let's
This I want to put that elephant out of the room because I know many of you would be thinking about it. Let's get to the next habit, which is productivity. You only talk about productivity is your thing.
So here, I want you to understand that why is productivity so important for us? When you have a lot of dreams, right? Everyone here
What
has
is
dreams.
productivity? First, tell them what is productivity.
We all have productive. See, I want you to understand that you all have dreams, right? Yes, you all have aspirations. Now you can you can either be a reality for you, or it can just be a dreams on your paper. Productivity is what is that bridge, so that every dream, every hope, every plan that you have, it actually becomes a reality for you. That job you want to get, it's only when you embrace productivity.
It's like steroids for dreams.
Yes.
You will
Then
get
you're
your
going to get
dream
it.
even at the pace you are going. It will just take longer.
And remember, by productivity, when it's a very popular term, it's often used this hack and everything. We are not talking about hacks. We are simply telling you to commit to something, set time for it, and actually go about doing it. It is actually as simple as that. And if you are able to embrace this, if you're able to get this simple truth into your life, every action, every idea that you have, you're associating it with a time. This is from an older calendar, but of course, ours is now much more busier than this. But you're setting it to a time. And by this, you're not just doing work-related stuff. You're committing time for your hobbies. See, we are not just saying, someday I will do art. You're saying that on a Friday night, 7 p.m., it's my daytime. It's the time that Boo and Boo is going to spend together. I call her Boo. So you actually have that ready so that you commit to it and you stay true to it. Now, the biggest objection a lot of people is going to have for this is, you might think this is too restraining, right? I'm a spontaneous person. I like to, have some
How many of
surprises.
you this got
things.
triggered by a calendar?
Yes, how
I
many-
don't want, be honest.
How many
Like,
of you?
I don't want my life to look like this.
Yeah.
Yes, be honest, guys.
Yes.
Because that was my first reaction. A year back, when I made you do the 16 personality test, I was in ENFP and I would be like, ye to aise robots rehte, robots live like this.
Yes.
Nobody lives like this.
Right?
How many of you felt this?
This one. So, see, this is how I also thought. I believed I wanted to be spontaneous, and I would just go with the flow. But what ended up happening is that the things I wanted to do, art, at that time, I wanted to clear my exams. I wanted to do solo travel. I wanted to start working on a business. Nothing happened. Literally, I was just subject to my moods at the time, and I had no action plan for it. But I want you to realize that you don't have to block out every 5-10 minutes, but blocking out what is most important and urgent for you, you're actually freeing up time for you to be spontaneous. Let's say you decided you want to write a book. You set aside time that on certain times of the day, I'm going to commit to writing a book. I'm going to sit there and write. You know that you get that space the rest of the time to do whatever you want. Now there's no nagging thought at the back of the mind. When you set aside time for set aside time for clear work. You know that your work will not extend beyond the hours. This is especially true for entrepreneurs, business owners, coaches here. How many coaches and small business owners here? This is especially true for all of you. A lot of time you notice that your work overflows into your personal life and there is hardly any boundary, and we use that as a flex. But you realize that when you actually have a clear plan ahead, you have it all mapped out and planned, you're able to free up more time to become more spontaneous in your life. Does this sound good to you?
Hiral has asked a very interesting question. I'll tell you in the end of this. This is a challenge that I also said, that I'm not a person who can work according to it. I am a person who gets done according to the mood. If I'm in a flow mood, I'll do this, I'll do that. But then Niranjan resolved the problem for me, and we'll tell you in the end the solution. It's a little
Correct.
level.
So every time as you do it, see, there is one list of things is that you are actively making a list of things to do. You're actively making a list of things that you want to do. On another level, you are actively, as you're doing it, you're actively avoiding distractions so that you actually go about doing it. These are some of the strategies that you can employ right now to actually do the things that you decided that you're going to do. These are simple wisdom, but they can quickly be used to transform the way you work, transform the way you think. They are hacks. They are hacks for everyone who's looking at it. You decide, you commit for something, you commit to work for a particular time. Focus on that work. Set aside your phone. I am sure that the notifications at time are not that important. Set it on silent mode and commit focus time for it. Just setting aside 1 hour every day for focused work, whether it is a personal project, whether it is a professional commitment, can be truly transforming. This entire list of things tips is going to be shared with you. I really want you to look at it and I want you to implement it. Things like setting aside time, doing the most difficult tasks during the time when you are at your most high energy times.
Yeah. Like the question you asked, now you identify during your day when is your high energy. Okay.
Exactly.
If you feel like I'm not able to work in the morning, I'm a night person, that means you should do the most difficult task in the problem is most of us say we are night people, but what we do at night is watch Netflix. We use that night
As an
energy.
excuse.
Yeah, we use that night energy to not do it. And in the morning, we try to wake up and do the habits and rituals. Rather, during night, you use that time to do better rituals, work out, meditate, and do that. And in the morning, when you are a little groggy, when you don't have that time, you watch.
Correct.
Right?
Right. So here, and this is super, super important. As you set aside time for doing anything that matters for you, say no to requests that really doesn't fit in there. A lot of time you will be facing this, especially from your friends and from your family.
Can you get me some water?
See,
I
right
need
now,
some coffee, please.
see, right now, you're sitting and
What
taking
is
a
this
class.
podcast class and all you are taking?
Exactly.
Give me some.
I want you to be honest. If let's say you're sitting right now, how many of you have already been interrupted by someone? Hey, can you do this for me? Can you do that for me? Yes, you've been interrupted. How many for you? This is a constant theme in your life. This could be a book title of your book, that the interrupted man. So here,
AC chala de, please.
this is the most important skill that I want you all to develop right now is the practice of saying no. And I stress on it so much. I think I should take a whole masterclass on this, the art of saying no, because I'm telling you, it is a superpower. And I want you to remember this. Remember what we said? Every time you say yes to something, you're saying no to something else. You sit aside to do what matters for you. A friend calls. Do you really have to answer the phone and chat for half an hour then? Is it really that important? Hey, well, if that's a true friend, they will wait for you, right? So saying no to frivolous requests is one of the, if not the most important things that you can practice right now.
I am an exception. My requests are not frivolous,
Interrupted
in
woman.
case you all are thinking. I don't have frivolous requests. All my requests were out of sense.
Are genuine, right? The challenge is what is frivolous, what is genuine. Let know.
And that is what Ramya did. Ramya was this artist who was spectacular. We have one of her Kerala paintings here, but she was like, I spend all my time drawing only. I have no time for nothing else, and it's giving me a lot of guilt. I don't know what to do. She started working on it. We gave her a goal to work on her projects, etc. 2 months later, she started getting commissions. Now I think there's a waiting list of 1 year, and she's been able to go to 2 abroad destinations to learn painting. All she did was just figure out her time management, guys. It is as simple as this. So the third activity to enforce it, see, with each habit, we are not just going to give you GAN, you have tasks to do, is a to-do list. Can you share the format of the to-do list in the group? So to-do list is basically as simple as just writing morning to evening, what will you do? You don't need even any format for this. Just in the morning, wake up and just write today 10 things I'm going to do, write it. That's it. Okay. Otherwise, this is what you can do. So I'm going to share with you the biggest bonus. And by the way, Niranjan, nobody else has seen this. No, we can't share it right now because it's a surprise for the Lonavala Mumbai people also.
Okay, what is that?
But we have for you these absolutely good planners that you can say. So for example, you can use this daily planner. All you need to do is wake up in the morning and just write a set of things you are going to do today. Okay. Write your affirmation, your gratitude, and you can track a habit here. Big frog of the day means what is it that you are most scared of doing? The thing that you all absolutely don't like doing, like sharing content, like probably doing house chores. For me, it's house chores. What is your big frog? The thing that you find very much lethargic to do, that requires most of your energy and willpower. Just thinking about it gives you. For example, for Niranjan, it is keeping the garbage out. I don't know, somehow he can lift 300 kilos in the gym, but when it comes to lifting a plate from dining table to kitchen, he loses all energy
You're not
willpower.
that far behind.
I don't know, somehow it happens.
You're not that far behind.
So then there is a planner like this here, which you can also use. The reason why am I giving you so many varieties of planner is, again, every person is different. I can't give one big template that works for everyone. Hence, there are different templates here. Experiment with it, see which one works with you, and then start using it.
So the entire list of documents, everything, all the templates are available to you in the group description. So please be join in the WhatsApp group. If you are not part of it, join in the WhatsApp group. I've shared it multiple times. You can find all of it there in the description. Okay.
Okay. 1 second. Just
So
So to-do list is there. So the summation of all, let me summarize all the things that you have to do, because I feel like I'm doing this since morning. It's seeming like such a long journey and yet fast.
practice 5-minute journaling. Talk to a new person, and this is key. It's going to be transformative. You're talking to new people. And prepare your do it list. So all this entire list of activities has been shared for you already. Practice these, bring these into you, and you're going to be a changed person for 2024. How many of you are going to implement this? Say I in the chat box. You're going to implement this right away. You're going to start. You can't wait to start implementing. And remember, if you want to practice journaling, set time in your alarm. Set time for that. Just as you're going to eat, you're going to sleep, you can't avoid toilet. This is going to be something you will not be able to avoid as well. Yes.
Okay. So now now we've told you many things. बहुत कुछ बोला है, किया है. Some of you will be very easy to do this. I will right now at the end of this class, I will tell, please write your insights about this workshop. What did you learn? Some of you will pick up the pen, just do it like this.
Correct.
Some of you will go and make friends like this. They will instantly connect. They might have, I thought I saw Mukul and Sushma connecting, they'll do it. Some of you will face a lot of resistance. You will not be able to pick up a phone and call somebody and, make friends with them. You will not be able to share your insights. You will feel a lot of resistance. What is it? What is this thing that keeps you pulling back to taking new chances? What is it that tells you, no, you can't do this? This is not good enough. What is it that holds you back? That is,
Great.
and it's actually a very true concept. It's just coming out right now. It's build your grit muscle. So how many of you know what is grit? How many of you know? Of course, old students I know. How many of you know what grit is?
Yes.
Okay.
You know this is required, you still can't do that. Exactly is grit.
Grit is possessing indomitable spirit. Grit is this conviction कि no matter what मैं करूंगा ही करूंगा. Even if I have to do this 10 times, I will do it, but I will not submit something substandard.
Exactly. We ask you to write your takeaways. You're actually giving your all into takeaways. We ask you to practice the 5-minute journaling. Even on the days you don't feel like it, you are doing it because you're energized by the task.
Grit is this superpower strength in you that, eliminates your sinner voice. It just tells you, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Grit is this, and grit is a muscle. It strengthens over time. So it starts with, maybe a small step as just telling somebody you look nice,
Correct.
to all the way to building something like become an entrepreneur.
Correct.
Please understand one thing, for people especially who are introverts or who call themselves introverts, it is not going to be some magical step where your personality changes and you are suddenly an extrovert who's out there talking to people, who's getting it. It doesn't happen overnight.
Start small steps.
Build it with small steps. You've heard of those things, no? Even poison, you get accustomed to poison if you take it in small doses. So this is something positive. It is great. It is incredible power. Guys, I developed grit only in the past 3 years. In 3 years back, I did not even wear sleeveless tops. Ki my arms are
You used to
flabby.
stutter.
I used to stutter. That is another deep level. Only at childhood, I could stutter.
Can
I
you
had
imagine her
confidence.
stuttering?
I had zero confidence in 11th, guys. In 11th, I was once told to deliver something in assembly and I was almost passed away because I could stuttered. So from there to there, that is a very big journey. But 3 years back, I did not wear sleeveless tops. Ki my arms are too big. Now I have the challenge. I have the absolute grit. If tomorrow I feel like I can wear a swimming costume and take this class.
Correct. How many of you would like that level of grit?
It's just a confidence, awareness. It's just a beautiful feel to do it. It's an indomitable spirit. And I'm going to do it. Your parents say you won't be able to do it. You still feel, try me.
Correct.
Your family says you will fail at this miserably. You will laugh at them. You are already failing
You're
in
already
life.
a failure.
Right? And I'll tell you something. Grit is visible. You can automatically look at some people, the way they conduct themselves, their face is a little higher, their back a little straighter. You know this person has grit. Yes? You know such people, right? You can look at a person, your manager, and exactly tell how determined, how steadfast he is.
You see a person, it's almost like you know that this guy is a real deal. Right? This guy or this girl is a real deal.
He is going to get stuff done. No matter how he can be trusted because he'll go there, right?
Correct. Right?
How many of you want to develop this grit muscle?
Yes. The best part is it is not something that you're just born with or you can't do anything about it. It can be trained over time. Just like in a gym, you start from 5 kilos and you can go all the way up to as much as your body can. Grit is something you can be built over time. You start by taking small actions, and everything that we are asking you to do, it is leading you towards your grit. Small actions eventually compound over time.
I'll give you another example of grit. When we started Soulflow 2 years back, asking people for 100, 200 rupees was sort of like, how can we ask? This is just art. Let's give it as a free class.
Right.
Let's do this. Yes. How many of you face challenges asking for money? You know you are very skillful, but you are stuck at starting your business because you can't ask for money. Like, how do I ask for money? This is service. Grit is that ability to have so much confidence on your skills. You know that you're going to take this person from here to here and you're ready to offer them, here is my 2.5 lakh program. There is now a wait list for our 2.5 lakh program because we are able to confidently address people. You have a problem, I can solve it. Come to me.
It's quite nostalgic because I remember my first one-to-one client. I charged 2,500 and I worked all one-to-one with her all the time. Now I had to say no to a person who was
Yeah.
ready to give 2.5 lakhs. From that to here, it's been quite a journey. And I credit it all because one, because of Sansari. Second, because of the grit muscle that I've
There
been
is
able to
no
develop
way
over time.
overnight you will be able to do
Correct.
this. It won't be, nobody can teach you a template, marketing template ki social media pe you put, I am sharing you 10 templates from tomorrow, you start sharing on social media, you'll do it. You can't. You will have to build it. And that is why for all of you, we have a great challenge for all of you to take. I will be sharing this also in it for the next 5 days. It's almost 15 days is left for the new year. If there is one thing you can do, which most of the things you can't do in 15 days, you can't start things and doing it, but you can start working on your grit. So Monday you do any form of workout and share your picture. Tuesday you talk to a colleague or a neighbor you have never talked to. Wednesday eat something you have never eaten. Thursday just talk to a person on Instagram. And Friday make a video of this. And by the way, all of this, I'm not just letting you do it on your own or I don't care about it, what you do. I'm going to give you exactly this Padlet board where you have to do all of this. So every day there is a goal. And like you see, many of your students, many of your friends have already taken this and they love doing it. They keep doing it again. This is now your chance to take this great challenge. 5 days, guys, that's it. If you have a lot of FOMO, guilt about my 2023 did not work to this, take this micro challenge. I'm genuinely saying, end of this, you will feel very fulfilled. And the tone of your 2023 will change as this year I did not get any shit done to wow. I finished this year with a grand grit challenge.
That's right. And no longer are you going to set New Year resolutions, which is going to break. No longer are you going to take that gym membership on January, which you will stop going on February. No longer are you going to tell that, okay, I promise myself I'll do it, and then you forget about it 2 weeks later. Grit is that bridge that you need.
Right? So I'm genuinely saying, guys, I'm telling you from my years and years would went away and I would have this so much guilt around December. I haven't done anything. But for the past 2 years,
FOMO, that's a very
there's a huge FOMO. Ye year bhi chala gaya, wo year bhi chala gaya. Same new year, I couldn't get anything. It's such a downward spiral I go into, which is why it was like this. I'm not letting anyone else go into this. Okay, I'm not going to let anyone build into this. I want to give you the clarity that I got, the clarity that I want to do. Now, since I know you guys so well, I know these are your thought process right now is around this.
correct.
This is too overwhelming. Mujhse na ho paega.
Seems like a lot. My God, so much, right? How many of you are thinking like this right now? Yes, be honest with
Either
yourself.
one or all of them.
Either one or all of it. Dude, I really want, but this is too much work. I might as well just not do anything. And I'll be like, I will do sometimes later. I'm just busy this time. I'm busy this year.
2023 भी गया, 2024 भी चला जाएगा. It's okay.
It's like
Chill.
right?
I live my life. I'm a liver. I don't need to do all this.
Oh, how many of you get that reference by the way?
Okay. So I know all this voice is there, and that is why I'm not asking you to do I'm not giving you a recording, watch it and become better person. I am not asking you to join me for a week-long course where I will modify your habits. I'm not asking you to come to me for 1 month boot camp. What I'm asking you is to become a soul star on your own time and speed. I want you to become a person you always wanted to be. I want you to be able to implement all of this at once. I want you to... Yes, look at this. Atulya is letting go. Very good. Who all are letting go?
For the next whole year. This is the most
Atulya is
epic
letting
moment.
go. Many formats. I thought I'll do a 3-day, 2-day,
5 days.
5-day. We have a program that goes for 4 months. Lifecraft is a 4-month program. Platinum is a 1-year membership. All of this was very long time. But for the first and probably the last time, we want to offer you this 1-day chance to build on it. You are going to get massive clarity on who you are. What are your core values? What habits should I pick? Who am I going to be? How can I be happy? How can I be successful? You're going to get answers on why am I stuck? Why can't I be consistent? Why am I not moving forward? All of this. So yesterday I told you there are three kinds of people. I told: sleeper, struggler, hustler. Sleeper is not in this workshop only. Sleeper was a person who, even after I told 10 times it's a 4 p.m. workshop, did not want to attend. Sleeper did not feel the need. Struggler is somebody who does not know what is the problem but wants to fix it. Okay, he doesn't know how to fix it but wants to. There is a very deep desire कि मुझे करना है यार, please help me build my 2024. I know something is wrong but I'm willing to work hard. Okay. Hustler is a person who starts doing research. They start coming to different classes. They start attending programs to get in better. Climber starts seeing results. Most of the people, Guha, etc., all of these lifetime members are climbers. They're growing at a steady pace. Okay, achiever, winning. You start seeing winning. You start getting results. And leader is when you leave behind a legacy. While this might be a very long journey towards this, and I can't even take you there. I am somewhere between achiever and climber. I keep falling up. But if you are in struggler phase, I can take you to this. If you're in hustler, I can take you to this. If you're a climber, I can take you to this. And that is exactly what Elevate will be about. It is for coaches, service providers, people who are in their career shift, action takers, experts, entrepreneurs, and stressed of them. Which category do you guys fall in? Okay, so this is for all those who want to discover their massive action. We will be working on your GPS system. We will work from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Probable 6 p.m. can go longer. It will be as long as it takes to finish your master plan.
And
So, January 7th, your 2.0 grand date. We are going to work from morning to evening with us. You will need a 2-liter water bottle. You will have to come at 9:45 sharp, 2 notebooks, 2 colored pens, and one, let me tell you, there's going to be a dress code as well. This is an event we take very seriously.
And the price, like we spoke about, it is 999 rupees. So I'm already dropping the link in the chat box for you. It's already shared in the WhatsApp group. So here you go. This is your chance to elevate. This is your chance to rise from where you are at and reach an elevated level in your life.
And of course, there's no recording because there's very little things to record. It's all going to be about you doing.
Right. So all the participants who attended last time, they had like, we got such fantastic feedback, people crying in
We
the
were
class.
crying, we were sharing. It
Sharing.
was so cathartic, like
Fantastic.
was beautiful, and I can't wait to relive that experience. It's such an exhausting experience, but it's enriching.
And participants have said that they walked out a new person. Just
This
imagine.
is online.
This is
All
online.
of this is
It's all- it's all-
offline is in Mumbai, or offline is in Mumbai on 23rd, but on its online only.
Correct. So this is a complete online, but don't think of this as another online workshop, another class. You know that we pour our hearts into whatever we do. You want to see that it's a whole experience that you are going to gift yourself. A whole experience for you to remember.
Okay. So I genuinely want all of you to do, because if today you felt you learned something, your habits were working, you're doing it, if you made one connect and there's 1% of you to get better, please do come.
So
Okay. So how many of you are coming so that I can send the form to you? You've sent the form?
yeah, share the
Okay.
link. How many of you are in already? Let us know.
So till then, a quick recap I'm going to do of today as well, what all we have learned today. So if you have any doubts, please go for it, okay? So summary, first is clarity. You will learn, clarity is the best habit to have. It's the best tea to have because it gives massive vision that you want to get into it. We learned about 5-minute journaling. We learned about energies, physical, emotional, spiritual, social, different kinds of energy to be with. Community is about talking to people, being part of it, being able to serve in it.
And eventually it's about realizing that you're choosing the people that you want to spend with. You're not,
Yes.
it's also part of conscious living because see, I want you to understand that you are the average of the 5 people you spend most time with. Let me tell you that again. You are the average of the 5 people you spend most time with. You're going to be the average of those 5. Look at your friends group and you're going to see that you're going to be the average of it financially. You're going to be the average of it
Yeah.
wise. You're going to be the average of it mindset wise, everything. So all of this is about building. So choose your golden 5 carefully.
Community as a habit means not trying to fit it into a group,
Correct.
but judging which group should I join.
Yes.
Right? No longer do you do, should I join in this group? Will I be a part of it? It's more like, I think this group is worth my time. I'll join this.
Correct.
That is also great, by the way. You're so confident about yourself. You feel you are judging the world rather than them doing.
We spoke about productivity at length. We spoke about the importance of actually building habits into your life. We already took a small dosage of it by setting an alarm. And that's basically how you build a habit. You set aside a very clear time for doing something. You club it with something that you're already doing similar to that. And then you start from there. We also spoke about grit, which essentially is what is going to make
For
this.
all of this, you will need grit. Because
of
just being able to wake up in the morning requires a lot of energy. You need to have grit. So grit is the golden word.
See, you look at it this way. The workshop registration ran 1,000 and 2,021 people registered in. 1,021 people registered in. Okay. And thinking it's a free workshop, many did not show up. Eventually, we had 160 of you showing up. Now you can see that there are 65 of you here, 69 of you here. What is it that is holding you back here? It is grit.
You can strengthen this muscle.
Yes.
Okay. So now we can take some questions. If you have, the event
Unmute.
is over. You just raise your hand and I'll give you permission to unmute and you can ask us questions.
Can unmute, no?
Yeah, they
Yes,
have
please.
permission to unmute.
You can unmute and you can ask us your questions right away.
Yeah, Lifecraft people, you have a class tomorrow at 10 a.m.
Correct. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ganesh J. Sen. I want to know how many of you have joined the Elevate program with us? Yes. The link has already been shared with you. Yes. For everyone who wants to join.
And I'm genuinely, I mean, when I started this by saying that your time is very important for me. I take responsibility for your time.
Correct.
So this Elevate program is the most optimum amount of time that I can say that you're going to do. It's going to be the best Sunday of your life and you can see the date. It's literally the first Sunday of it. So you can choose to have a brunch, you can choose to go out doing it, or you can experience what hundreds of people have done before.
Okay. See, I mean, this is not written by us. These are people who are so overwhelmed with the experience that they're sharing it. They are so happy that they've rediscovered themselves. Many of them they've had long careers, beautiful careers, but many of them have never really looked deep into. Imagine walking in the world with such clarity that every decision that you're making, whether be it regarding your health, whether be it regarding your business, every decision you're making, it's crystal clear to you and you're doing the right things. Imagine no longer are you confused on what do you want to do. That constant anxiety, the FOMO of knowing that am I doing the right things? Am I in the right path? Am I missing out?
Niranjan, the value of missing this one day is 1 year.
Exactly.
One day, one value
1
of
year.
spending 999 is 1 year.
1
By
year.
choosing not, it's like entire the year, your 1
Exactly.
year depends on what step you take next Sunday. So please
Exactly.
make a very wise decision.
Exactly, guys. And the thing is, you're going to get so much out of this one day. You're going to get so much out of this that you are just going to realize that, oh my God, I mean, and the best part is we're going to make you do it. We're going to make you do all of it.
Or the other option is you can keep making the same mistakes.
Same
in
mistakes.
2023 is going to be
20
very much comfortable. It's going to be there. But next year, don't come in December 2024 and say, what can I, how fix me now?
Because actually it's a very interesting story of one of our student, Bona. She is now part of our, I mean, she's one of our biggest fans now. Like, she initially used to see our ads and then she said that I got annoyed by you and I blocked it. And I unfollowed you. And then after some time, she again started seeing some of, she again saw our advertisement from another place. She registered in this time. She attended the workshop, joined in for the 5 habits, joined in Elevate.
And
And
now
then-
she's missing Christmas to come to Lonavala also. Okay, it's
Exactly.
okay. I don't want Christmas. I want to do this.
She took a life craft journey with us, and this is the journey that we have crafted for you. But after this, after Elevate, for everyone who wants in-depth guidance from us, we are giving you an option to take in-depth guidance with us. And now she is actually coming all the way to see us in Lonavala as well. So you see, she says that it's providence that made all of this happen.
Use that word.
She uses that word. It's providence that made all of this happen.
Yes, Dr.
Yes.
Preeti, please ask.
Hi Niranjan, hi Sanchari.
Hey,
I hope both of you are well. I just wanted to ask, why don't to-do lists always work? I mean, for me personally, I'm a person who will make a to-do list every day. In fact, I think I might have mine right here in my purse at the moment, but mine somehow what happens is because I write down everything जो मुझे normally भी काम करने होते हैं, which are part of probably my system, I write them down as well. Honestly speaking, it's because I get to tick off more things and that gives me more satisfaction. But somehow at the end of the day, जो important काम होते हैं and those which I have to do for myself, those things that I have to do for somebody else, be it my husband, be it my kids, be it my in-laws, be it ABC, any person, that thing gets ticked off. My regular work gets ticked off. But anything that I have to do for myself, I can never tick that off. Hardly I'm able to tick it off. Can you help me out in that?
I'll need both answers. So, Dr. Preeti, I know, by the way, Dr. Preeti, thing is, she lives in Bangalore and she came into one of our meetups in Bangalore. And then after that, I was unwell. So I have this asthma.
By the way, she displayed immense grit and coming because she had no idea who
Idea.
we are. Some friend of yours had told you,
Had
ki go and
suggested.
come.
Samantha.
And she came. So I have asthma. So I often have these allergic reactions. So I went to her hospital. She was such a good doctor taking care of me so well. And actually, I got so much better that day itself. So the thing about you is that you are extremely committed to your work. And I've seen the kind of attention you give to every patient that comes along. And similarly, you also give a lot of similar attention to your kids, your husband. You spoke to me that day. And the thing is that it is all about priority. Right now, your values are that I am a caring mother. That is your identity. I'm a caring mother. I'm a caring daughter. Your values are all about care and compassion.
Yes, Preeti ji, when we were doing the tasks also there, it's about the way you look at it. You keep telling yourself, I want to build a career. You wanted to do it in Canada, right? Open a clinic in Canada and you wanted
No,
to.
that was Amrita. But she's gone to Canada. She's in Canada
She's
now.
already gone. Wow.
Yeah.
So when I read your answers and all of this, you tell yourself you want to be an entrepreneur. You tell yourself you want to start your own things, but you look at yourself as a mother. You look at yourself as a doctor, and both of these are all outward energy identities. All of these require you to be in service of others. So there's so much of you giving out. There is nothing for you to stay back. So when you work on the Elevate now, one very conscious decision you start talking is in every one of them, don't mention doctor, mother, but talk about who are you as a person. What is your dream? The career woman Preeti rather than the doctor Preeti, rather than mother
The
Preeti.
person who's able to take more care of yourself. Because see, the thing is, right now for your self-care is an afterthought after all your
Yeah.
personal and professional commitments. It cannot happen that way. You have to prioritize self-care. You have to prioritize yourself. And this is in no way giving anything less to what it is. You will see you'll be able to do more for others in this way. But
Yes.
you are going to have to set religious, like just as religious as you're going to your clinic, You have to set aside time
Yeah.
to do things for yourself. And then you're going to prioritize that. And you're going to, after that, you're going to work on clinic and
The day when you think that writing caring for your patient is just as important for caring for yourself, when you put it on that self pedestal, you will never fail at any task.
exactly.
Tell me right now, is like Niranjan, when the day Niranjan came and he said his cuff is there, do you treat yourself the same care you treat him?
That is a question that you have to answer.
Did
right?
you know, right? You would leave everything and doing it. That is the same treat. Give yourself the love you're giving others.
I have these medicines with me and मुझे पता है मुझे अपने आप को कितना बोलना पड़ता है कि नहीं ये खानी है तभी तो ठीक होगी. But
Give yourself the love, yeah. And you see yourself, if you are healthy, then only can you help others get there, right?
If you are mentally well, if you are inspired, that's when you can do your best work out.
Talk
So,
to yourself like you'll talk to your patient. कि अपना ध्यान रखो, अपना पहले करो, बाद में देखना. Talk to yourself like you're a patient. You're a very smart person. Of course, you're a doctor, much smarter than us. You can figure this out.
नहीं, please. I need your help to figure out myself, to discover myself.
join us.
We'll see you on Elevate. Make it a plan. Like
Make it a plan.
definitely saying join in. They'll love it.
January 7th. Okay, nothing else, nothing, no emergency is important. It's
Nothing.
important that even turning your phones on mobile flight mode, and just giving that day purely for you.
Definitely. Thank you.
Okay. So I had some doubts that I'm receiving in the chat box is one, I won't have the time. I can join in the second half only. Guys, it's about priority. If your biggest problem in life is I'm not able to say no to people and I don't have time for myself, and on Sunday you have a family event, start from there. Say no to them.
Correct.
No, I am working on this. This is more of
Absolutely.
my priority. I'm doing this.
That is the most important thing. This is your first step to practicing grit, where you're giving yourself the time, you're giving yourself. Yes, Mehak, you can ask, you can unmute, you can directly unmute and ask your questions. You're here for you.
And be full honest with us. What is stopping you from joining, or what is there?
Thank you so much, Ganesh.
Ask.
So basically, I didn't want to ask. I want to give, I'm still in the office. My office over at 6. The bhaiya is waiting to close the office, but I'm sitting here to watch you guys. And believe me, I never attended our sessions completely. I was always like, I enroll for them. I paid for them.
Ooh.
Like there are some paid sessions, I paid for them. And I was like, after 5 minutes or 10 minutes, na yaar, nahi ho raha hai, yaar, ye bahut boring ho raha hai. Now so, मतलब मैंने spirituality, मैंने बहुत ना meditation के sessions attend किए, मेरे से नहीं होता है, मैं बंद करके रख देती हूँ. या फिर कई बार तो Zoom चलता रहता है. And I was so busy with my work. जब वो खत्म हो जाता है, उसके बाद पता चलता है, oh, it's over. But this is the first session which I sitting by 3:40 I was there. मतलब मैंने कर दिया था login by 3:40 and I'm sitting by 6:43. This is the longest session जो मैंने खुद के लिए लिया है. So you guys are wonderful. So
Yes,
so I'm a financial advisor by profession. So professional wise, I'm not struggling that much. I'm doing good, very good. I'm getting paid very much. So, but the problem is with me, I'm not giving time to myself. I started calls early in the mornings. There's no time for myself. I even attend calls for my clients at 11. If they will ping me at 12 at night, I'll reply to them. So because for me, all my clients are always my priority. कि I have to give best services. तो मैं अपने आप को time नहीं दे पाती हूँ उस चक्कर में. I not able to start, क्योंकि जब तक घर पहुंचते हैं, जब तक कितना tired up हो जाते हैं, बेड पे लेटे और सो गए, तो फैमिली को भी टाइम दे पाते हैं. Being single, it can कि हाँ ठीक है, मम्मी है, भाई है, बहन है, वो कर लेंगे, they will manage. Yeah, but there would be a time when I will also be married and have kids. अगर यही चलता रहा, तो how I will give time to them? So that's why I want to, change myself a little bit. I have to prioritize myself a little bit. So that's why I joined a session, and I always, मेरे को बहुत कम टाइम मिलता है, मैं इंस्टा स्क्रॉल नहीं करती हूँ बहुत ज्यादा. आई हैव नॉट मच सीन यू ऑन इंस्टा टू बी रियली फ्रैंक, क्योंकि मैं खुद स्क्रॉल नहीं करती. बट मेरे को ऐसे सेशंस के ना आते रहते हैं, क्योंकि जो चीज आप ज्यादा स्क्रॉल करते हो
हाँ,
आपको ही पॉपअप होता है, तो मैं अटेंड कर लेती हूँ. हाँ ठीक है, दिस टाइम आई विल अटेंड दिस सेशन. But it always happen. But you guys are messaging me, and there is a community group, and then you also personal messages me. So it really ki nahi yaar, these guys are putting efforts. At least attend the sessions, because on personal messages you write, "Dear Mehak," that's really touch me to attend this session. So wonderful, guys. You are doing amazing job.
I really
Tell me
hope
one
that,
thing, have you registered or not?
yes, I
I'll
really,
do that. मैंने देखा नहीं है, मैंने WhatsApp खोला नहीं है. I am attending your session. I
Because
have
one
got
of
your
the-
biggest life challenge is I don't have time. Then just spend this one day and you will see that time clarifies. I'll tell you one thing, when you talked about your family and all, tell me one thing, why is having me time important for you? Tell me this answer. Why is me time important to you?
yeah, so to give me clarity, क्योंकि see, I don't even eat properly now. My lunch is at 4.
Right.
I skip
What will happen
dinner.
if you don't get clarity? What will happen if you continue doing this?
या मैं अपने clients को भी time नहीं दे पाऊंगी जो मैं इतना important समझ रही हूँ इस time पे.
Exactly. So now this burning desire is not that I want to become healthy, I want me time. Your burning desire is I want to constantly keep working in the same way I'm doing right now. Or, career growth karna hai mujhe.
हाँ, definitely. The level I am on, I want to do much more. I want to.
Absolutely. See, this is it. Not having me time ko you are seeing it as कि मुझे mental peace नहीं मिल रहा, मुझे ये नहीं मिल रहा. But the actual effect of you not having me time is your career only. So the thing that you are chasing कि मेरा career important है, वो नहीं है important. क्योंकि अगर इतना important होता, you would have given yourself some rest, right?
Right.
so Mehak, the link has been shared with you. in
Yeah,
the
I'll
chat,
do that.
and
I'll
this is
register
for you.
myself.
Okay, all the
Yes,
best.
this is for you and everyone else who is yet on doubt on whether to come in. You can see
Yeah.
that this is what can happen.
I will hear every excuse, but no excuse कि मेरे पास Sunday को time नहीं है.
Correct.
Because what is more important than your life? I just want to know what is more. Is going to somebody's marriage more important than earning sustainable income in the next year? Is going to some dinner party with somebody more important than you finding happiness in this year? What is it that is important?
Correct. See, you really have to prioritize. You really have to prioritize that what is it that you want. And I mean, how many of you here have taken classes before? Yes. How many of you have taken classes like this before, master classes, workshops before,
I have taken hundreds of them before.
right? You've taken
Morning, I
100.
took 2, I do this because like she said, right? Once the ad keeps coming, you will keep getting.
Yes, right? And you'll always have this feeling that none of this works. I've tried before. Why should I take another day, another time? Well, give it a try. Give it a try, because this is unlike something you've never done before. We are not going to give you a gyan and just expect you to figure it out on your own. We are going to work with you throughout. We're going to sit with you throughout as we answer each one of your questions. What are my strengths? What are my skills? Who am I? What are my values? Every single question we're going to answer with you. And you're going to go back with such clarity that this is our New Year ritual that we used to take 1 week. We have now consolidated to 1 day and we are giving it to you.
Last time when we had Elevate, after the event, we took a break because it was 6 p.m. and I thought we'll check our messages later. We had like 144 people messaged us and told us that I can't get over this spirit. I can't get over what has happened to this. Snigdha was there. She was crying and, I've never felt this emotional release into it. Now I know that for the past 10 years, why none of my relationships have worked. There was one person called Chanchal. She told me that all this time, I kept thinking that the reason why I'm not doing in career is because of external places. I don't know how to market. I don't know how to do sales. But the reason why I'm not being able to do is because I don't want to do marketing and sales.
Correct.
Right? That is the kind of clarity I'm going to give you on this Sunday. Yes,
Yes,
Rupal, you have a
Rupal.
doubt? Please unmute
See,
yourself, right?
Swastik's also here. Thank you so much,
Yeah,
Swastik.
and then thank you so much, first of all, though, for this thing. Actually, from since my childhood, I have always been someone who is a great achiever, like always on this thing, always at the topper of the class,
Money changer
always this
types.
thing, that thing. But whenever you get something in my 10th standard, why I'm telling this thing, I just got from 1 marks, I have stopped from being in the merit list of it, and I was not happy. My family celebrated it. I didn't even have the sweets because okay, now it's just over. That's the thing. When I was in 12th standard, again something happened because of my maths marks. I have something less in the total score, only because of the maths thing. And then again, I haven't celebrated. So whatever I used to do from there, so it just made me feel कि there is just one aspect of my life. I always thought कि अगर जो बच्चे पढ़ाई नहीं करते हैं, वो क्या करते हैं फिर? मतलब what is the other thing in
I
life?
also used to think that कि इसके अलावा वर्ल्ड में क्या है?
हाँ, मतलब when they used to tell me कि हम पढ़ाई नहीं कर रहे हैं तो मतलब what else? So I was that kind of a person. When you but at the other part, there is always a contradiction that I always feel, that when you are so high on this thing, you always try to suppress your feelings on the different part that try to come in the path, because you have to sit with your emotions sometimes because you have never aligned with them. So I always used to suppress it. Slowly and gradually, when you grow up, when you meet new people, you just feel you just do not belong there. And of course, along with the everyone, when you are so much nerd, you always want to be look cool in your teenage. That's a thing. So you try to go into something that doesn't belong with you, that doesn't feel, and then you try to deteriorate from there. Your confidence deteriorates because you're not aligned with what you're doing. So, slowly and gradually, now I am a chartered accountant. I am doing my job. So it was building and it is still building. But now in my job also, I'm doing good. My manager is very good. Like he's a great mentor for that purpose. But there is one challenge that I always feel, that I do not want to let him down. I want to grow in my career also, but I do not want to let go a part of me that I have discovered or that I'm still discovering. And that makes me feel, good about myself. Sometimes you say that you fall in love with a part of you. So that part is that. And I do not want to leave that for anything. So that is a thing. This is the balance thing that I always say to him also. Matlab, I talk very clearly with my mentor also. So, like, this is the thing that I am trying to balance out. Ki there is some way I just figure out that I try to balance out these things in my life. And I think that I have already registered for Elevate program. I think that would make me feel कि those hours would actually collaborate everything. I have listened to so many videos, so many things, but वो एक structure होता है ना कि नहीं आ पा रही हूँ मैं उसमें. No matter how much efforts I have put, but it's always scattered and scattered. So that's the thing. And secondly, to meet new people. Like this is the first time in any event I have switched on my video. Like I never had done that thing. And this courage is also because two people have already talked. Matlab, I had discussions before also, but I didn't muster up that courage. And thanks to you that you listen so peacefully that I have, shared with it. And secondly, when I meet people, so I'm always scared a bit. What if I do not belong with it? मतलब there is a thing. I know exactly what it is, but मैं उसको overcome नहीं कर पाती हूँ. वो हमेशा ऐसा होता है ना कि this is the thing. What if I'm not like them? Maybe I would just scared कि I would let myself down. So that thing ना stops me from making new friends or making those
I
efforts.
get it. I was like, first of all, Rupal, let me tell you one thing. Kudos, man. I like, how old are you? 24, 25, right?
23.
23. Massive clarity at this 23. I am practically envious because at 23, I did not have this kind of clarity. Like you said, I was probably thinking, ki, what are other people doing and discovering that. Kudos. But let me also tell you, this is also your big problem that you have gone on this journey of self-discovery, because it means you've seen hundreds of videos. You have seen
Correct.
Ankur Warikoo, you have seen courses, you have joined many workshops like this. And where all of this is coming is from a doubt is I take these workshops, but कोई effect hasn't come. I feel very motivated and high during that time. Later, it doesn't come, right? Like all this
I
direction.
think actions are not planned in my life. Mindset is changing. Definitely, my mindset has changed a lot, but that action and that thing is not coming up.
That is exactly what Elevate is about. Because I have been in your place. I was not lucky enough to get this clarity in 23, but at 27, I started attending and watching a lot of this, got clarity, but never came out on paper. Matlab, andar hi andar, like you know about yourself, but my actions are not speaking my words. I know I am supposed to follow my heart, but I'm not doing it. So we will give you an actionable step plan on how you do it. The method we are going to teach you is going to be so foolproof. No matter what you do, you are going to take actions. You are going to build this grid. Camera on किया ना आज? आज के
Right.
पहले नहीं कर पाई ना? किया ना आज?
Right.
And
Took an
this,
action ना? तो ऐसे ही actions we are going to take in it.
and this I'm telling for everyone who's
Very-
still doubtful. Thank you. I mean, you're amazing.
I want to connect with you. It's very clear how clarity you have. Very
Correct.
nice. Yeah.
I really want to connect with you. That's why I asked actually in the group. I thought that the Delhi, I live in Gurgaon, Delhi NCR only. So next time,
I
whenever
live in Delhi. We'll come soon. No worries.
okay, that's
Right.
great. We would meet.
So guys, can you even see this beginning of this?
I really want to meet you guys, like honestly.
Absolutely. Clarity is just the first step of this. It is action based on clarity. I told you, even in this workshop, we did not just give you a GAN and leave you to brew in it. You are going to give a template step with it. For example, let me take Rakiji's example when you met. She came to a workshop. She realized in one day that what she meant was that she wanted to teach. Inside her spirit was a teaching spirit. Her mindset changed. Every day she started seeing more of herself as a teacher. She started convincing herself, and now she's one.
See, if at the end of the workshop that you prevented, you did not make that one single mistake that you made in 2023, don't you think then this is worth it? If a decision that you're making, every decision that you're making, that you are making it more aligned with what
Yeah.
you really want to do, wouldn't it be worth it?
If that one decision of canceling that gym subscription you had not taken, where had you been here now? If that one time you had a chance to learn in a course about marketing, you had not taken it, how would 24/24 be that? So this 999, this one day is the price you are paying for not making any mistakes.
Correct. That one day is, this is for you.
Yes, Shalja.
Yes,
Please ask.
Shailaja.
Are you there? Yeah.
Hi everyone. Yeah, good evening, and I hope everyone is doing well. I think I have seen your advertisements popping up on my Instagram a gazillion times. Okay, like so many times I went through your feed, your reels, your work, but I don't know something like that. I obviously it was a free workshop because what happens with me is I usually enroll for a lot of paid workshops also, and either it's not the thing that I don't attend it fully. Either I'll skip the date, like I'll forget कि अच्छा ये है, like I totally skip the dates या कुछ हो जाता है and I'm never able to make it till the last. But this time, even if it was for free, I know, like recently my dad was also doing some sort of a course. He just happened to enter into like the free workshop, and now he is doing like I think that's the most premium course that he can do from that place, and he's doing that, and that all happened because of that one free workshop that he attended fully. So, and I think today it was the same motivation for me to sit here, attend it fully, to understand exactly, like, honestly, I did not know a lot about what's gonna happen or things. I actually even missed the Tuesdays class, like, I was not there live. I saw the recording later on and everything. But I was just happy today that I'm here. And now when I heard everybody speaking their mind and opening up, I will still say I'm pretty much on the like the extrovert side. I have never had anything like, suppressing my emotions or not being able to express myself. But recently, since 2020, the COVID had hit, I had a lot of time to reflect on myself and what exactly I'm doing in my life. I've got a college placement back in 2018, and I was working in the retail front with Tommy Hilfiger and Calvin Klein. And I was doing pretty well as a store manager within just 3 years, got a lot of promotions, name, fame, and obviously pretty good money also flowing in. But I knew this is not my calling, and that was the reason I decided to quit my job and go and pursue the course of makeup and hair and styling, all that I've always loved doing. I did that. I even paid a amount to take care of the business development, which was supposed to happen right after the course. But that never happened. You have no clue. Even I have no clue about myself. But it took me more than 1.5 years to get over that guilt that I wasted my father's hard-earned money and I did not get anything out of that. I definitely learned a skill, but I learned it because I wanted to convert it into a full-time profession. I needed that guidance, that help that a person had committed to me so that I can do it. And I won't say ki it's okay for a lot of people, that 1.50L will be a small amount. For a lot of people, it will be more. But I knew it's his hard-earned money. He's into a service class. We don't have a lavish business, where money is just flowing in like that. But he did that because he knew how important that course is for me. And he guided me through the course, being a doctor also. Like he's a doctor by profession. My mother is a homemaker, but they're so supportive that no, you want to go with this, just go ahead. And that guilt killed me inside. My confidence was just crashed. And 23 has been a year where I have really, worked on myself and I tried my best to get the best things out of me throughout the year. But I still know I've been grateful for everything that has happened. But I know there's still a lot of potential which I've not unlocked. And in terms of career, तो मुझे लगता है I've not done anything as such, especially a career that I have chosen for myself with my own willingness. I want to take it for like really high. I want to do, I love doing makeup for people. I love doing bridals. I do a lot of work for free also. Like the point where you said na ki you were not able to charge money. That thing also hit me very much ki yaar matlab I'm not able to charge for my own service. Like I have paid like more than
Okay,
10L for
exactly.
this damn course I did in Bombay, and now I'm not able to even charge for it. I want to like really make the most of my career in 2024, and I need your help. Like very openly saying, I need your help.
Absolutely. But I want to tell you one thing, Shaija. You said you're feeling guilty about 1.5 lakhs and you're feeling guilty about it. In the past 2 years, we have cumulatively, I think, spent 20 lakhs upon our learning. We have taken a loan to learn. And this, you were attracted, you stayed till the end, you are jumping, you attend a lot of workshops. It's 3 hours you are staying it because of our ability to pitch and to sell. We have spent 8 lakhs on a coach to learn how to sell and pitch this. So it is not this, it has taken us also a lot of investment to get in there. So there's never feel guilty about, and there are so many
What-
workshops we have taken and not done also.
What the mindset shift we want you to make is that we want you to stop feeling guilty that, oh my God, I spend that money. Rather, I want you to start thinking on how can I get a ROI out of it. That's what I want you to do.
True.
I hope you've joined in for the Elevate.
And
Channel
one thing I
7.
can tell you, after Elevate, you will not be going to any other workshop. This workshop hopping stops right now. It is very addictive and it is counterproductive also. Because you learn so many
Hopelessly-
opinions, you feel fall in love. I know a lot of things, right? So this
Hopelessly,
is Elevate, register, and it's going to be the last workshop you're going to attend in a while.
right?
Okay.
Definitely, totally into it.
Get your dad also.
Yeah, sure. I think he'll love it. He was on a call with me while I was listening. I think around 5:30, he called me. He was on the way. He's like, "What are you up to?" I'm like, "I'm attending a workshop." He's like, "Is it for free? Like, which one are you attending today now?" So I told him, and he was very happy. He's like, "Okay, just stick through it, like till the last. You never know what you get out of it. Okay, don't leave." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm sticking and I'm listening." He's like, "Okay, yeah." And I won't even deny. Right now, I'm talking to you. If you know the Sattvic movement, like it's a group.
Have you seen my Sattvic movement video? I am one
No,
of the
not.
10 videos of Sattvic video, dear.
And I am always constantly being nagged and, having a struggle to wake up in the morning. So I joined the 5 a.m. challenge and I'm doing it. And you have no clue, my parents, they wake me up at 5. They'll sit next to me so that I don't nod off again. And they'll attend the whole session with me, And they're like, it's good. Anyways, we get up early. We have our things to do. But taking out that 1 hour also, like for that 5 a.m. challenge, it is for me, like mostly important. But they love sitting with me and doing it. And I think if I'm going to share this with my father, he's going to love it too.
Absolutely. I'm inviting your whole family. I'll see you
All of
on
you.
Sunday. Next
All of
first
you.
2024, you have a date with us.
All of
Beautiful.
Yes.
Good. Yes. Go ahead. I
Go ahead.
think you can mute yourself. Yes.
Hey guys. First of all, I just came down to talk about your growth and your success. It's been pretty awesome to see you guys grow and scale up so quickly. And
Like this
to
flying shutter, flying squad coming and checking up on us.
yeah, so
By the way,
so
Jorabat is our mentor, and it's like a flying squad coming in into doing this. I feel a little nervous.
no, first of all, I just came down to tell everybody who's attending the workshop that the journey that you guys have had, it is something that I've very closely witnessed, and I'm so proud of you guys for the work that you do. So proud of you for the way you deliver, the way you do things, and the kind of efforts that these guys put in for everything that they do. It is insane. So if you just knew the kind of work that goes behind an event like this and workshop behind Elevate, the amount of times that they plan a workshop like Lonavala that they're doing, the event in Mumbai, the amount of work that's being put. I don't know if these guys sleep because I see their message at 12 in the morning, then I see their message, the next message at 6 in the morning. And I'm wondering how much do these guys work? And it purely shows the kind of love that they have for the work that they do. It is pretty awesome. And here's what I have to tell you. If you guys are on the edge, if you guys are on the edge about if I should go ahead with Niranjan and Sanchari or not, and honest to God, I've never done this ever in my life. I've never done this to the closest people in my life. I've never come into a webinar and spoken about it. But I think the pure love for the work that you do shows, and I wanted to pitch in for you guys and tell everybody who's sitting here that if you're on the edge and if you're considering if you should attend Niranjan and Sanchari, they'll elevate. And here's the thing, of course, it's a no-brainer. You have to go for it. I think we are past that. But what I'd like to tell you is, if if uh, if you want to see success in life, if you want to see success in life, stick to one person and travel the entire path with that one person. That's where life will change. Because today there's a world of workshop hopping. Today there's a world of webinar hopping. Today there's a world of people going from one place to the next place, to the next place, to the next place, thinking that there's a magic formula and a magic recipe. And honestly, these guys have done this before. And every formula that you want, these guys know it. Everything that you want help with, these guys are there to support you. And every step in the way, one thing I feel comfortable coming in here and pitching for these guys is because I know that they're not going to let you down. That's one thing that I know, right? So if they have some space, if they have some space in your journey, if they have some space to accommodate you on a close proximity, make sure that you're there with them and make sure that you go through the entire journey. And thank you guys, first of all. Really proud of the work that you do. And yeah, my name is Swastik Nandakumar. Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Man of the moment,
Kumar.
man of the moment, Swastik Nandakumar. We already have people asking about who the gentleman is. You want to
Yeah,
talk
I
to
mean,
you?
they don't even know.
They don't know you, but I
Wow.
think people already want to work with you. So
He is our mentor and he is the one who has been, and truly, Swastik, this means a lot because I know you haven't done it with anyone. And in the past 1.5 years, by the way, we also had made a very difficult decision to join with Swastik. When he had first dropped in his price, 10 minutes, no one was speaking. It was like awkward silence. Should I sell our kidney? Should we sell our best investment we have made? And that is why we also have been able to do so. Thank you so much.
Swastik is
Thank you so much,
on
bro.
a mission to create superhumans. So of course, Swastik, people want to connect with you. So please drop your contact.
And
No, anyway, that's the part, guys. That's it.
And like you
Thank you so
said,
much.
they were also workshop hopper all the time and doing it. And the change. By the way, I have a question for you, Nikita. You have attended this workshop 6-7 times. It's 7, you are still here. Why are you here, Nikita? I genuinely want to ask.
Nikki guy, right? It's Nikki guy.
Even Raki, I know you have a back problem. Raki, Nikita, what is up?
What I find also interesting is that you guys stay throughout, even as we
Preetha
make
is
the
also here.
make
She's
the pitch for
driving and
Elevate, you're
listening.
staying behind. I mean, it's
Yeah, Raki, I mean, you have a back pain, you've attended this. Why? I'm genuinely curious. Why at 7 you are still there?
Because I want to make the best use of this time where I can't do anything else. And what more I can do, what better I can do than I know it's a repeat, but every class of yours, every workshop of yours, I learn something different, and I'm sure the others also will vouch for it. And what better bonus, like seeing Swastik sir, live on your webinar, like, hello Swastik sir, and thank you for being there, and thank you for giving us Sanchari and Niranjan. Like, I can't imagine my life without them anymore, and without this beautiful community anymore. And yeah, I know it's my knee pain that's bothering me, but I can sit and I can, sit through your class even the whole day now.
Tell how you have decided you're going to come to Mumbai, no matter even you have to be carried and come. You'll come to
Yeah,
Mumbai.
I think I'll have to be careful. I'm going to be there. In fact, this morning I had an argument with my husband. He was like, "No, you're not going anywhere." I said, "I'm not going to listen to you. At least for this thing, I am going to do after that, whatever you say, I will listen to you." Yeah, so I'm going to be there waiting next Saturday.
Superb. Only 1 week left.
I
We're
see
going to
next
meet.
Saturday. Yeah.
An open invitation to all those in Mumbai. Please come and meet us. Okay. So that's it, guys. Thank you so much for this absolute there. If you still have questions, I'll just hit the recording must have gone very
Since so many of you